Does it feel? Coming up as a hitter in the cash game, living in the fast lane. I'm for real. Hey, how do you want it? I said, how do you feel? Coming up as a hitter in the cash game, living in a fast lane. I'm for real. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? Let's go, let's go, let's get it. Let me get my video straight so I can see myself over here, so I can make sure I'm seeing you guys correctly. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? How we doing out there, you guys? That's right, that's right. We are the champions, my friends. Doom, doom, doom. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. How you guys doing this morning? Thank you so much. I got it on my lapel. I got it on the tie to today. Try to get as much audio out as possible. How you guys doing today? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. You guys could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came to chill with me, I appreciate you. That's right, you guys. You made it. It's Monday all over again. Let's do our thing. Trending topics, current events, and much, much more. But you know, we can't get anything going until we get those prayers in the air. So that's what we're about to do, y'all. Let's get those prayers in the air. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for happiness. I want to pray for respect. I want to pray for honor. I want to pray for good health for our families as well as our animals. Who we got up in the building this morning as we check our time? We checking our time. We got Batty Lynn in the building. We got Mark Dorfman in the building. I see 55 Coffee House Lisa Roy is in here. Jack, I see you up in the building. Miss Swanza. Batty Lynn, thank you so much for the audio check-in. Adam Trebet. Yvonne, how you doing, Scooter Ginger? Okay, I see VG5P up in the building this morning as well. Mark Dorfman, okay, I see you running Samurai with me today. We got Sweet RV Adventures up in here. Batty Lynn, okay, I see you again. Who else we got up in the building right now? Brian King Falcone. Hope everybody's good. Adam Trebet, Sweet RV, Winter Rising. Can't forget other people. Let's see if we can get Brian King Falcone up in there. Can't forget about Miss who's that right there? Miss Swanza, Kendra. Can't forget about Liberty and Justice. Also want to make sure that we're giving love out to Casey, my brother. Also Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, Luigi. Can't forget about let's see who else we can't forget. VG. Can't forget let's see. Come on, let's get on in the building if you're here. Let's wake up, crack them eyes. Let's do it. Let's go. We got you guys in the prayers this morning. AD Reigns. There you go. And you can't forget me, myself, Boogotti NYC. That's right. Can't forget myself. Amen. Let's go, you guys. It's time to do it. Amen. It's time to roll. Y'all ready to go? It's Monday morning. Come on. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time. Let's get that energy rolling and let's thank the man upstairs for being together one more time. You guys ready? Watch is taking a little bit of time, y'all. I'm sorry. A little bit of I'm ready to I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Do, do. Wind it up. Do. We wind it up. That's the pre-workout. It's 6 o'clock. Somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here. Let's throw the wave. Let's go. Do. Come on, let's start the show. They ready to go? Come on. It's time to start the show. Let's go. One more wave. Let's go. Okay. Olay. Don't play. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. We got to open up those pores and use the big forehead as the drum set. Open up those pores. We got to open up those. If. It's Monday the 15th. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said, I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and that. where we be talking about this and that and that and this and chat just got me lit. That's right, you guys. We made it to a Monday. That's right, you guys. We made it to another day. I'm so happy you guys are here with me. I'm so happy to be able to move all of my digits, able to be able to see around, able to be able to complain. I'm happy to be able to complain. You know what I'm talking about? We don't want to wake up in the morning complaining. We want to get those breaths in. We want to say thank you to the Lord, thank you to the higher power. And what we want to do is, you guys, we want to say thanks for another day because we didn't have to make it. And then we start dealing with the issues. You know what I'm talking about? Because we got to woosah before we get out there. You know, it's really rough out there in these times. We got a lot going on in your city, mines. We got a lot of economic things that we're dealing with. So yes, we need to keep the peace when it's time. But guess what? It's not time for that right now. It's time for our bottom line. We got trending topics, current events, and much, much more. I can't wait, you guys, because we got a lot to do right now. So I'm going to just go ahead and stop playing around. You know what I'm about to say? Woo! I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point, and let me know where you're chiming in from. Believe it or not, I do look at the flags, and we do go places where you guys show the flags at. I'm not talking about where no man has gone before, because that would be like Star Trek. So we don't do that. But if you wave a flag and let us know where you're at, and if you guys want us to check you out, go ahead and wave the flag. Let us know where you guys are at, what zip code, what area code, and we'll do our best to see what's going on in your neck of the neighborhoods. Because one thing I love to hear is, hey, that's right up the street from me, especially when it's something good. I hate to report bad news. But anyway, what else we got to do right now? I said trending topics, current events, and much, much more. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic. It keeps the dialogue going very well because we cover a lot of topics. We got a lot coming in because there was a lot going on over the weekend. So stick with me here and let's really have a good show this Monday. And without any further ado, let's get into these titles. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. I see you guys chiming in right there from America. Okay, the Blue Hill, Maine. There you go. One of my boys had a clothing company called Blue Hill, Maine. We got Hizzy May over there, 21, coming in from Jamaica, Baltimore, Maryland. We got Australia in the building right now. We got Shaolin and the Wu-Tang Clan. Shame on it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The RZA, the Jizza, old dirty bastard, you got, and METHOD, man, shouting out Ethiopia. What else we got up in the building? We got the 216 up in here for Cleveland. Come on, let's do some shout outs. We don't normally do this, but let's go. We got Aussies up in the building. Okay, yeah, we got Aussies in the building. That's why I be getting you that information from Melbourne and all of those other places. So when you see me knock all of those other areas in, it's because I want to pertain and make sure that they're getting their news too, even if it's in their region, because it consists with what they have going on. So that's why we do that. Aloha. I went to Hawaii one time. 919 J Wood. I tried to walk into the store. Maryland. You know what they told me inside of the store? I said, good morning. They said, aloha. I said, I'll see you later. They said, aloha. By the time I left Hawaii, I was saying aloha. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got a lot to get into. Love everybody from all over the world. Aloha. I see you guys in Colorado, all my people in Maine, all of my people in Cleveland, all of my people in Detroit. Salute, Baltimore. All the people in Washington, D.C. Can't forget people in Dubai. We got everywhere. I'm talking about everywhere. Can't forget about Maryland. Want to keep on going through New York. Can't forget about South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas. All of you guys out there, thank you so much. Can't forget about Chicago. Okay, wait a minute. Can't forget the Midwest out there. Let's do what we got to do, you guys, and run through this header. Let's go. Oh, really? Not right now. You know what? Let's ignore them and talk even louder than the siren. Let's do our thing. What we got to do over here? What is the delay with the United States and Iran peace deal signing? Because you know how we are over here. We don't take the first word of anybody. We've learned that in our time of doing our bottom line and covering the news. What do? We make sure we until when the ink gets dry, that's when we believe it. I'm serious. Even after we have a lot of skepticism because people really don't do what? They don't stick to their word. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Yes, I love America too. Let's keep on moving forward. I see you guys in Texas via NYC and CA, but Texas now. Okay, 55. I see you over there. So let's keep on moving forward because I have a question. Do you guys think Ted Cruz would make a good president? Let me know. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. Don't know too much about his politics, but I don't think so. Let's keep on moving forward because we have another question coming up is Ted Cruz positioning for a run for the president in the 2028 elections? It seems as if they're saying he's pulling himself away from President Trump and now he's starting to put himself in a separate situation, which is like breaking away to try to show his own politics. Let's keep on moving forward. You never know. Let's keep on. I tell you one thing, it'll be better than Hunter. I can feel it. Biden, I tell you that. Let's keep on moving because last but not least, what we have here is America's Next Top Model. Oh my God, she's ahead of herself with that forehead. Maybe I get sued, so I should chill. But America's Next Top Model gets sued by Tyra Banks for defamation of character. Now, I shouldn't have did that because Tyra's out here suing people. You know, it's slow on that modeling field. So I'm gonna just put it like this. Allegedly, she has a big forehead. I don't have no problem with her having a big forehead. We just have big foreheads. That's how it goes. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. This is our bottom line. It's Monday. It's time to get into it, you guys. Trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Double tap that screen if you appreciate the content that you're getting. And we got 25 more days. Woo! 25 more days. Countdown, baby. Let's go. Let's get into the news right now. See what I got for you with the breaking topics. And you know I can't forget what I always say. Just trying to set this thing up right here. Get your water. Get your tea and your 55 coffee house. Let's do our thing, you guys, because it's time for our bottom line. We're going to start it off with the president and Dana White exiting the White House to go inside of the UFC, first time ever, fisticuffs at the White House. We're going to watch a little bit of this and then we're going to get into the news. I just like the intro. Let's do what we do. Good morning. Happy Monday and God bless you. Have a healthy Monday. I could actually rap over this. This beat is kind of dope. With a drum kit in the back, it'd be stupid. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Miss Keisha. I guess he pulled it off after all, you guys. Happy birthday to the president.
At this time, please rise as today's colors are presented by the Joint Armed Forces Color Guard from the Military District of Washington.
And now you know we can't play it all, so we got to move on a little bit.
Here to honor America by singing the national anthem. Please welcome three-time Grammy Award-winning artist Zach Brown Band. Last me, as we stream
Wait a minute. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't care what race you are, how you feel about the United States or whatever you feel. When you see something like that, when you see those fighter jets come through like that, it has to make you feel a sort of special way. For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Good, you guys. Let's keep on going. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go. Also, let's go ahead and see what's going on with this promise of imminent peace deal with Iran. Let's go, you guys. It's supposed to be a peace deal. It's imminent with Iran. What do you guys think? We got work to get into. Good morning, you guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
President Trump is set to depart for the G7 conference in France later tonight, where he will be meeting with world leaders on the heels of a pending peace deal with Iran. Aisha Hasmi is live in Geneva, Switzerland, with all the details. Good morning, Aisha.
$10 million plus was the cost when it comes down to the security, as well as the break, as well as corralling all of that off. That was a lot of money. A lot of money it cost for that. You guys are right when it says how much did taxpayers spend for that. We can get into that if you guys like as well. Let's keep on moving forward.
Hey, good morning to you. So the president said that he wants world peace for his birthday. Of course, his birthday is today, and he could get very close to that, at least a peace agreement with Iran. He announced yesterday that that deal will be signed today, although it will happen, we are told, electronically, so we won't see either side in the room together. They'll do it separately digitally. The president on True Social yesterday in that announcement said they no longer want a nuclear weapon, nor will they have one, either through purchase, development, or any form of procurement. Immediately after it's signed, the Hormuz Strait is open to all. Hopefully this process will all work out quickly, easily, and smoothly. If it doesn't, we have the ultimate alternative, hopefully never to be used again.
I hope not, because if that happens, that means we got to send all of those ships back out there and do the same thing as far as the blockade. Or that means we got to send those fighters out there again to do another round of boom, boom, boom. And they could be just waiting out his term to start setting everything in play again, because they really don't have to really abide when it comes down to that, if you really think about it. Opening up the Strait of Hormuz is my concern for us overall, because it seems as if even though they said we're only necessary in being supported by 1% of the area, helping our gases and things like that, it still mysteriously finds a way to affect us almost 100% in the pockets when it comes down to gas prices, huh?
The latest from the Iranians, however, is that it will.
Nope, let's keep on moving forward because I ain't have that time set up for you yet, boo. Let's get on over here and keep on moving down. We got to go ahead and do our thing because the Iranians basically did say the same thing that they said yesterday, which is, matter of fact, we're going to wait until we get that. Let's get on over to Mexico. We got some really serious situations coming in. What is the mother's name? Is it Nancy Guthrie? Is the mother name's Nancy Guthrie? I'm not sure. You guys will help me out with that, or the next clip I'll be able to remember. Didn't have a good chance to remember the lost mom's name because what's happening is they got an anonymous tip, and a group in Mexico decided to go out and see if they can recover her. There's a search party out in Mexico, and there are, I forgot the name of this company as well. We didn't have a chance to write that down, but I do believe it's Nancy Guthrie. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we do have some information leading up to this story. Yes, Nancy Guthrie.
The top stories we are following today: an independent search now underway for Nancy Guthrie's remains near the U.S.-Mexico border following an anonymous tip. The Mexican volunteer search group Buscando Corazones Nogales told local media it coordinated the search with local authorities. Mexican authorities say there is no evidence to support a search in the area.
I like that name, by the way. And then good looking out for the gifts, Von Diesel. Von Diesel. I like that name right there. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up to see if we can get some numbers up today. Helps the chat, helps the algorithm, and it helps the show to get many more people over here. A lot of what we do is educational, even though we show regular news. Due to the fact that we question what's going on, we read from our co-hosts as well as our family members in the chat. This way we get good content and we're always able to stay on point. When the weeds pop up, they stick out, we get them out of here. And hey, let me just tell you guys something. Around these parts, we don't consider dandelions weeds. Just so you know that. Dandelions are not weeds to us. You know why, right, guys? Tell them about them. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to, where we going now? Okay, we do need to know directly about what's going on with Iran. That's why I waited to get it from this clip right here. So what's to know about this deal? Is it coming to an end? The WAR, I don't even call it a war anymore because I don't really see continuous battling going on, not even on a war field. It's just really strategic situations right now. It's kind of like battleship. And then a couple of things may happen, which is good for now. We're hoping that no one has to lose their lives with this nonsense. It seems like an economical war, if anything. But what I wanted to say is the current strikes are coming from different areas. There's also things going on in what was that? Not Liberia. I'm sorry, Lebanon. Let's keep going, you guys. Let's go.
Now, President Trump also saying that a deal will be signed today with Iran, putting a stop to that months-long conflict with
Yeah, Scooter.
Pakistan
Exactly.
information as well. We have this post right here, as we've learned from the Israel Defense Forces that they struck a Hezbollah command center over in Beirut following the launch of aerial targets toward Israel. The command center was used by Hezbollah terrorists to advance terrorist attacks against Israeli civilians and the Israel Defense Force soldiers operating in southern Lebanon. Prior to the strikes, steps were taken to mitigate harm to civilians. As always, we do have Mark Chandler with Coastal Carolina University, a former senior defense intelligence official, joining us now live to discuss it all. Thank you so much, Mark, for taking the time to be here with us on this Sunday. You're welcome, Josh. Good morning, and thanks for having me today.
I refuse to put my people to sleep and do that to them. They're going to start leaving. Appreciate you guys. I just wanted to announce what was going on, and let's keep it moving because I know you guys want to hear what he has to say because every time he comes on the screen, he has something to say. So, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to even play around. When it comes down to one of your favorite representatives, I'm not going to play with Mr. Jeffries. As he say, Democrats have ruled, haven't ruled anything out amid Trump's impeachment. Calls for a full interview as well. Not really believing when it comes to this calling an end to the WAR as well. He's saying, I don't believe it. We'll believe it when we see it, is what Jeffries is saying. What do you guys think? Let's keep on moving forward. A lot of people he has a little nickname that I think a lot of people also say too. I would say that a lot of people I notice call him the Timu Obama. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's go. He looks so mad in the face right now. Don't he look like he just peed off, like somebody just took his kitten or his dog or something like that? Like, look at that puss. Look at that face. Like, are you happy when you're alone, Mr. Jeffries?
And joining me now is House Democratic Leader Hakeem Jeffries of New York. Leader Jeffries, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
It's great to have you back. I want to start right there on Iran with President Trump saying a memorandum of understanding could be signed as early as today, which, based on all of the public information, based on what he has posted, would reopen the Strait of Hormuz, set a timeline for dismantling Iran's nuclear program. Based on what you know so far, Leader Jeffries, do you support this memorandum of understanding?
Yes, I want to say that before you leave the screen. Who's that right there that hit a nail on the head? One Love 1329 says Hakeem Jeffries, he took monetary from Epstein. He should be silent. It seems like a lot of people took money from Epstein and then some of them actually gave the monetary back. But should we give them any love or any recourse or any rejoice or any respect for the fact that they gave the monetary back? Because around these parts, we're starting to realize that people don't take any responsibility until they get caught. And then it's not any real responsibility anyway. It's, oh, I didn't know that they were like that. He tricked me too. You know how that's how they get down. He tricked me too. You serious? He really was doing that? Wow, I never been bamboozled that way before. You know how they do it. Let's go, y'all.
Well, we'd have to take a look at what the ultimate resolution is, if there is one. Donald Trump has now said 38 or 39 different times during the course of this war that it was about to come to an end and an agreement was about to be reached, and that has never happened. In fact, Donald Trump told us that Iran's nuclear program had been completely and totally decimated. He said that last year. It was not true. Donald Trump told us that the Iranian regime was on the brink of collapse in the aftermath of the Ayatollah being killed. That, of course, has not happened. And so at this point in time, all we can conclude is that this reckless and costly war of choice has been a disaster as it relates to strengthening the national security of the American people. Things aren't better for us, they're worse. In fact, Iran is stronger right now. What we have seen is gas prices skyrocket through the roof, and that has had an adverse impact on hardworking American taxpayers.
Leader Jeffries, though, if President Trump is able to strike a deal with Iran that ultimately leads to Iran getting rid of its nuclear enrichment program, will it have been worth it? And would you support that?
We actually had an agreement that was executed and led by President Barack Obama to constrain Iran's nuclear program. It was Donald Trump who made the decision to actually rip that agreement up because apparently he suffered.
Oh, you mean the one that they was ignoring and still making making that uranium and stuff like that? Let me shout out some people I haven't seen in a while. Zion's Choice, what's popping? How you doing? Or you think I wouldn't do something like this? AD Reigns, what's good? How you doing? I see Collective in the building. Neo also got Zion's Choice. I already said what's up. What's up, Card Luck? Hopefully you might get a glove today. You never know. Somebody might just say, boop, we're giving out some gifts and you might get lucky. Stay in the game. 420 John Patrick. How you doing? I get kind of mixed up a little bit because sometimes I want to say 420 John Fitzpatrick, but I say your name the right way. Who else we got up in the building I want to shout out real quick? Miss Chocolate, how you doing? All y'all people, I see all of y'all. How y'all doing? Brian, Colessive, Neo. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's double tap that screen on your way in. We're trying to get many more people over here, and we got 25 more days of the nonsense, you guys. Let's keep on going. Let's go.
From Obama derangement syndrome. That agreement that had been reached by President Obama actually resulted in Great Britain, France, Germany, South Korea, India, Japan, and thanks to the leadership from President Obama and his administration, China and Russia all engaged with Iran to limit their nuclear aspirations. Donald Trump then enters us into this reckless and costly war of choice. And the question that the American people are understandably asking is, how has this in any way made things better? Gas prices.
Got to shout out what somebody just says by giving them billions of dollars. There you go, Teddy. I'm glad you on point because like we don't forget about that. Oh, so y'all gave them money. You basically let them extort you, extort you. You know what I'm saying? Give me the money and we won't do nothing. Give me all the money in your pockets. And then y'all was like, okay, how much do you want? Y'all actually gave it up though. Even though over here, all we really asked for is likes and tell you to double tap the screen, right? Yeah, that was a good one. Good call out, Teddy. That was a good one.
Are through the roof. Iran is stronger now, not weaker, and the American people are less safe.
How when a whole bunch of their stuff is shut down, they're decimated when it comes down to their people. I mean their leaders. They are now ready to negotiate. The Straits of Hormuz is being in a chokehold. I don't really see that being true, and I have to call it out when I see it. I just can't. If you guys disagree with me, let me know. If you do believe that Iran is now stronger in their positions, I'd like to know why. Because you know what? That would mean that I'm missing something. I don't like missing something. I call myself an intelligent person. So if you guys can see another angle, I'm open for it. And that's where our bottom line is up. about? Let's do it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Dumb dummies. What else we got over here? Is there money American stole? Good morning, Rebecca Lanyan and 420. Well said. Good morning, that one. The left has TDS. All presidents sent Israel money. Otherwise, you can't be a president. Zion, all right. I'll do the grandma doing. Iran is leveraging using the strait. Yep, you're right about that. I don't see anybody in the comments going against the grain or saying anything different. So we got to just keep on going. What's going on, Seattle? How you guys doing? We got a situation over here where we do follow-ups on our trending topics and current events. So we got to shoot back over to Washington. We got a situation where the White House power. You guys remember the last one that tried to run like near the lawn, and then another person got powed by mistake? Well, guess what? That person, they got some information on him. He was a U.S. retired Army soldier. The Secret Service acts, yeah, it's crazy right here. I want you guys to see this right here. I want you guys to see this. This is the one that accidentally got powed.
Now to breaking news on last month's shooting outside the White House. So News 4 has learned the bystander shot on May 23rd is a U.S. Army soldier who was touring the city. Multiple sources tell News 4 investigators determined that Benjamin Del Rio Jr. was shot by Secret Service. He underwent surgery and is recovering from his injuries. His family has hired an attorney, and the attorney released a statement saying, quote, "At this time, we are investigating the circumstances surrounding the incident and gathering all available facts. Our primary focus remains on our client's recovery and well-being." Now, News 4 has reached out to the Secret Service for comment, and our Paul Wagner will have more coming up this afternoon.
Yeah.
Now to breaking news on last month's shoot.
Yeah, so they got information on him, and it's, yeah, like I said, it's basically a retired Army veteran. That's crazy right there. Yeah, it's a lot of this stuff going on. Yeah, what are the odds? That's why we do follow-ups over here, because we never know where it's going to wind up at. And we really try not to. Let me just say, try not to predict or say, yeah, it's going to go this way. Now you never know. Nowadays, you never know. We just got to find out what's happening once it ends up. Let's get on over to Philadelphia. We got 3 Philadelphia police officers who were injured in a powing. One man is now down, out, no longer alive because of a conflict in the streets where the police tried to apprehend him and talk to him. They got in some sort of a scuffle. As he tried to back away, he pulled out a weapon. He aimed it at the police, powed 3 of them before he lost his life. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap. Come on, let's double tap that screen. Philadelphia, come on, let's see what's going on out there. Maybe they shouldn't be able to have the rights to bear arms so much, because seems like the wrong people be having them, even if they have a license, man. Nowadays, I don't even think a license is really determine if a person should be carrying. Let's keep on moving forward, I can't really tell, but let's see what's going on over here in Philly.
And now from Fox, 9:46 on the East Coast and 6:46 on the West Coast. My name is Josh Breslow, and I want to get you to some other developing news that we are covering here at this hour. As we've learned from our Fox 29 Philadelphia team that 3 Philadelphia officers are recovering after they were injured in a shootout that left a suspect dead. That was late Saturday night. But earlier on this morning at the hospital, police, as well as the mayor of Philadelphia, held a news conference to break down the latest information. I want to play that for you right now here on Live Now from Fox.
Let me just start by saying, Philadelphia, you know that I am a praying man, because I know that prayer works. And I know that prayer works because it is only by the grace of God that 3 of our Philadelphia police officers who were shot in the line of duty tonight are in stable condition.
That's good to know.
One was shot in the face, one was shot in the hip, and one was shot in the leg. These are husbands,
In
fathers,
the face, y'all.
sons, brothers who came to work today and almost didn't make it home. I ask you to do the most important thing that we as a city can do right now to support these officers and their families and the men and women here in the Philadelphia Police Department who put their lives on the line on a daily basis to
Hate to say it, but I told you, when it gets hot out there too.
protect and serve our city. Um, I want you all, Philadelphia, to think about the sacrifice that they make on a daily basis. And I want you to keep them in prayer. You're now going to hear
What's
details
up, Sam?
from our police commissioner.
What's up, Mark?
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and thank you for always being here to support the men and women of the Philadelphia Police Department. Today at around 10:33 p.m.
I appreciate you, brother, but I got the actual footage from my people over here because we like talking, but they actually really want to see what happened. You know, they want to know. So let me see if I can pull that off for them because I do think it's a possibility where this pow powing is on video. I think we actually got it from Philadelphia. What happened with the 3 Philadelphia officers? All I'm gonna ask you guys to do is double tap the screen and get the likes up to get many more people over here so they can see it as well. That's if you haven't liked already. If you haven't subscribed, we're trying to get to 73,000 subscribers. So go ahead and double tap that screen. Also hit that subscribe button down there. Hit it, boom, it's gonna turn little and it's gonna be a bell. Hit that bell, boop, and then hit all. That means that you're gonna get all notifications from here, like the videos that we have up, like the one with the Harlem Kevorkian, Kenneth Minor, the one that nobody has an exclusive video on, that today we're gonna be recording the part 2 of. Oh God, you guys don't even know it. We're on the roll over here. So you wanna hit those notifications when it comes down to us, because sometimes, and what we also do, just so the members know, we like to let you guys get the exclusives on the interview. So a lot of the times we let those videos come out members only. So you want to become a member over here because you guys get the exclusives first. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's get into this Philadelphia situation a little deeper.
We do know that one of those officers underwent surgery last night. Sources say a second officer may be going in for surgery at some point today. Now, the police commissioner and the mayor say that those officers are in stable condition and both are praising their actions. We've just got new surveillance video that will be used in this investigation. We want to caution you here. We're not showing the officers as they're being injured, but we want to talk you through what happened as they responded to that other shooting at 54th and Arlington last night. In this surveillance video, you can see the officers on one side of the street. A man approaches
Thank you,
them.
One Love.
They start to try and move the man towards the center of the street. At one point, you can see other officers and even people from the general public getting involved in what appears to be the building altercation. And then they're at the center of the street. That man pulls out a gun. We've frozen the video before you see any.
Okay, so what we got here, and we're gonna use our friendly hanger. This is the jacket hanger that we use, right? So what we got over here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 officers. We got actually 3 over here as well. Looks like one person walking by with a wife beater on, no pun intended. This is the subject right here. I wanna bring it back a little bit to show you guys what led up to this situation. Looks like they were just arguing about something. Give you guys a little bit of back. Let's go.
Building altercation. Surveillance video, you can see the officers on one side of the street. A man approaches them. They start to try and move the man towards the center of the street. At one point, you can see other officers and even people from the general public getting involved in what appears to be the building altercation. And then as they're at the center of the street, that man pulls out a gun. We've frozen the video before you see any of the shooting there. That scene now being investigated by Philadelphia police. They've been investigating this all night as to what led up to this. We're told that the suspect here, a 57-year-old retired Philadelphia firefighter, was killed after those 3 officers.
A retired firefighter. He was a firefighter, the one that had the weapon. That was a retired firefighter right there.
To this, we're told that the suspect here, a 57-year-old retired Philadelphia firefighter, was killed after those 3 officers were shot.
It is only by the grace of God that 3 of our Philadelphia police officers who were shot in the line of duty tonight are in stable condition. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and send those prayers in the air because we would like for a 100% recovery for those officers and for the person that lost his life. We would like to find out what was going on with that situation fully. I am going to make sure that we follow up with those areas as well. We're going to put prayers in the air for all three officers who were in the line of duty that got injured. And we want to pray for all of the good, wholesome, and really good officers out there that are fighting to keep us safe. Not only that, we can't forget about those first responders and those firemen too. They run inside of fires just to make sure that everybody is out. Can never forget about those guys up on top of big ladders with smoke coming to their faces. A lot of stuff that they go through. And last but not least, the emergency room people, the technicians, as well as the nurses. Can't forget about those guys as well. Amen. Everybody's important out here. They all serve a purpose and they work together to save lives. Let's get on over to Washington. We got another report that we can say we can't stand by and let this happen. What can't we stand by and let happen? They're talking about immigrants that are committing fraud. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and see what's going on with this situation. I love it when it comes down to these round tables and how he just breaks stuff down. Let's see what Brandon Gill says, what he has going on here about these Somalian immigrants.
Welcome, everybody. Without objection, the chair may declare recess at any time. I now recognize myself for the purposes of making an opening statement.
Don't know why I think he looks like a young Superman to me, but he just does, especially with the.
Good morning and welcome to the first hearing for the task force on, again, defending constitutional rights and exposing institutional abuses. America's Medicaid system was designed to provide health care for low-income Americans. Unfortunately, as reporting from Luke Rosiak at the Daily Wire has recently revealed, fraudsters and cheats are stealing billions in hard-earned American tax dollars.
Crazy.
This is something we've seen before, unfortunately. Just a couple months ago, the House Oversight Committee examined a similar problem in Minnesota where Somali fraudsters stole over $16 billion from American taxpayers. Today, we're going to be focusing on Ohio, which appears in many ways quite similar. Ohio broadened its Medicaid program through home and community-based services, or HCBS waivers authorized under the Social Security Act. HCBS waivers allow states to provide home-based health care as opposed to providing health care in hospitals or other institutions. But these waivers also allow states to cover non-medical personal care services such as cooking and cleaning, as well as companionship and conversation.
Like, you know, that thing that they got going on in New York called like the CD PAP situation or whatever, where you can take care of your aunt or your grandmother or something like that. I forgot the name of it, but it's like, oh, when you senior care, elder care, instead of you having them in a home or something like that, you can do it. You get a check for it. Watch how they scam this part right here. You guys, woo, you think you angry now? Oh my God.
The problem is that fraudsters are billing Medicaid for personal care services that were never actually provided in many cases. Here's how it works. A fraudster finds an elderly person in Ohio, oftentimes a family member, who he believes will qualify for federally funded home health services. The fraudster then gets a note from a doctor which vouches for the elderly person's supposed needs. Because the fraudster is unequipped to deal directly with the Medicaid bureaucracy, he contracts with a home health business who acts as an intermediary between himself and the federal government. The business then facilitates Medicaid payments from the taxpayer to the fraudster while taking a cut off of the top.
And the fraudster looks like he's legit because the government don't really know where it's coming from because they got that middleman that's making sure that things happen. Gotta have that middleman. That's why you see all of these middleman companies getting raided by the FBI all of a sudden, huh? That's what we were talking about yesterday, guys. Pay attention. Y'all started me paying attention to this stuff. It ain't my fault. Y'all got me on this, and y'all got me on that other thing where it's you got me on the radar for anybody that looks and seems as if they get paid to be like out there, you know, political and at those people, you know what I'm talking about. Those political people that are getting paid protesters. This and paid protesters, you guys got my radar up on this. And it's not my fault. Y'all did it.
In the personal care Medicaid waiver program in Ohio alone, taxpayers have lost an estimated $1.2 billion due to fraud. $1.2 billion of hard-earned American tax dollars are now in the hands of criminals.
And that's just in Ohio, what they found without even sending anybody in to do like any sort of a real look into anything. They haven't even really looked into the numbers yet. They just put their radar up on Ohio because they had people that were doing the same thing in Minnesota that were setting up places in Ohio. So then they found it, they started calling it like, they were doing it like I forgot what they said. They had a name for it, and both of the companies were doing it. So once they got used to it in Minnesota, Ohio started doing it. And if you guys notice, these are like laid back, kind of like, you know, cunt cities that people ain't gonna have the radar up. So they start migrating their people in, taking over a certain neighborhood, and then they start getting empowered in. They start doing stuff like this. So Ohio was another place where they were like sending people third party to do the scams that they were doing in Minnesota. They started looking into that because the paperwork led them to that. They followed the money. That's how they found this billion. I'm sure they're going to be going into Ohio to find more. Let's keep on going.
So who are these fraudsters? Well, just like in Minnesota, many of them are Somali. There are an estimated 60,000 Somalis living in Ohio right now. That means that Ohio is the second largest Somali population in America, second only to Minnesota. In addition to Somali fraudsters, Ohio is home to the largest population of Bhutanese immigrants in America. Recent reporting shows that many of the Somali and Bhutanese communities commit a large portion, if not the majority, of home health Medicaid fraud in Ohio. That may not be the politically correct thing to say, but we believe that is the truth.
All right, we're going to keep on going forward. I hope that they start looking into every single city now, because I got a feeling that if they could find all of the fraud from everybody, including themselves, because somebody had to make me say it. I see what you said. You said your government is skills naming most, and let's talk about that as well. They scamming a little bit too. I'm not going to say that they ain't going to say that they ain't getting their little 2 cents or 3 cents or 7 cents as well. You're right about that. But that's why this is our bottom line, because I like when you say stuff like that, because it gets the radars up and it makes me start looking over there too. Let's keep on going forward, you guys. Now Ohio, Minnesota, and now what they do, oh, that's what they were calling it. They were calling it migrative fraud, because they looking at it like, yo, we got enough people over here in Minnesota doing it. We got this locked down. Y'all better go find another place like Ohio or something like that. It's farmland, another place that people are not even going to be looking at like that, right? Set it up, scam it up, get the dough. They're still in America. They don't care. Ohio is way better than Somalia to them. Let's keep on moving forward and double tap that screen and get those likes up, because we be doing smart news over here. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. But not if you're trying to get your check the right way in the post office. Come on, you guys. We got a situation where they were washing those checks. Be careful, because you might send the check, it have your name on it. Next thing you know, they'll white it out and they'll bust that check, and you'll be like, hey, I thought I paid that insurance bill. No, you didn't. Somebody else got that money. We got a situation coming right in from the post office. That's right. We got some tax checks that were stolen directly from the post office. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. Hopefully none of our checks got messed up in this situation. So let's see what's going on up in here. Let's get that out of there. We already showed them that. Let's get on over to this situation with the post office. This is crazy.
Process called check washing. You intercept a check, change the information on it, and cash it without the sender even knowing.
I think it's very concerning that you hear about
Can't watch anything all the time. That's why I do everything online.
It happened to a Brookhaven resident in January. Town Supervisor Dan Panico says the check was due at the receiver of taxes office, but a few days ago, the tax office said it never arrived.
And they said, hold on, I wrote out this check on December 31st, which was cash. And it was.
Panico says he recently found out about a break-in at the Center Reach post office that happened back in January. He says that's when the checks were stolen that were supposed to go to the tax receiver.
I don't understand why the security is not enough that something like that couldn't happen.
Panico doesn't know how many checks were stolen, and he said the one he saw that was washed had the name whited out and replaced.
In this case, a Brandon Stuber put his name where tax receiver Lou Marcosha's name would be. And if you look at the back of the check, also here, it was endorsed.
There have also been reports of fake phone calls saying residents have outstanding tax balances.
It's very common, and I feel sorry for people, especially elderly people, that get sucked into this kind of thing.
Panico says the tax office does not contact people for payments over the phone.
There's a new scam born every day, unfortunately, in the society in which we live. So you have to be vigilant.
And if you sent a tax payment in January through the Center Reach post office, check to see if it was received. In Center Reach, Suffolk County, Jenna Gardner, News 12.
Like I said, we watch the news and we cover everywhere. So hopefully nobody in our fam and our peoples had to deal with no crap like that. I hope you guys didn't send no money out at Center Reach. And also, a lot of people say you might as well go ahead and do direct deposit on certain cases because of things like this. When you can't even trust the post office, who can you trust? I already knew it was a scam. Someone claimed my kids on my taxes this year and I'm sorting it out. Look at that, Sky. That's nuts. He gives you the breath to see it and say something. Know that. There you go. It's crazy out here. IRS should never call taxpayers. Nope. Oh, so stupid because it goes through your account. Not if they're using another account, 55. Let's say he got that stolen check, right? He changed it to Brandon whatever Stuber. But Brandon Stuber has one of these fake accounts that he can get money from throughout a crypto account. All he's got to do is endorse that check and take a photo of it. It's going to take the monetary off of that check. Brandon Stuber, whoever's the fake guy, is going to wind up whatever the case may be. But that person on the other end of it is still going to be able to get that money. So it don't go back. It don't come back to the person that, because he has a fake name. Brandon Stuber is a fake name, is what I'm trying to say. And he has everything set up under Brandon Stuber to receive that monetary, whether it's a debit card, whatever it is. That's how they're doing stuff like this. It's crazy. Yeah, they're going through all sorts of measures to get your money, 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 money. Let's go. Let's get on over to Alabama. We got a situation over here called the local scoop. Anybody know who I'm talking about? I'm not talking about your roving reporter out there that's trying to get signatures and trying to find out what's going on. I'm talking about an ice cream man that's ready to put it on you worse than Master P. They don't pull up saying, Mr. Ice Cream Man. Ooh, Mr. Nah, not like that. It ain't like that. This one here, I'm telling you like this. This lady said, if you give me a bad review, you might make sure you walk on the other side of the street. This couple, I'm telling you guys what happened in Alabama. The company is called The Local Scoop. They're an ice cream shop, a husband and a wife. They've been arrested. That's right. Watch your head. They've been arrested. All because someone gave them a bad review on their local scoops. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see what's going on at the local scoop.
And customer are clashing over apparently poor service. The customer left a negative review on.
Now, I heard about giving bad reviews and people commenting and trying to reach out to you and paying you to take it down and stuff like that. But getting the fisticuffs and arguing, that's pretty crazy for a business to do that.
Line after having a bad experience at the ice cream shop. The shop owner says it was an attack on her business. The heated dispute that followed was caught on camera. Our Haley Samples joining us in the studio now. Haley, what happened?
Yeah, Daniel Smith tells me he went to the grand opening for the local scoop back in March. He was hoping to get a taste of some of his favorite ice cream flavors. But what happens next is far from sweet.
Don't you ever, ever worry about the local scoop again, okay?
This is the aftermath after constructive
Don't you ever worry about the local scoop again.
criticism goes wrong. Daniel Smith says he went to try the local scoop in March. the newest ice cream shop in town.
Just didn't have a good experience, so I wrote a bad review.
It's something he does all the time, no matter if the experience was good or bad. Screenshots of his review critiquing the restaurant
Brian King Falcone said, "Ain't shit sweet over here at the local scoop. What's up?" I like that one.
on its decorations. He also says the employees messed up his order.
I didn't think nothing of it until she reminded me of it.
Smith says owner Mallory Smith Goldman has since deleted the post. This week, he says the shop's owner tracked him down to confront him on his thoughts. I called the owner for her thoughts. She declined to comment. In the cell phone video, you can hear profanity, insults, and allegations.
I am mad because I have busted my ass at something, and you think you're gonna run it into the ground. I have to build that business.
You have some
You are not
mental
gonna-
issues
No.
that would cause you to get mad that I left a review on your restaurant, okay?
3 times.
Okay?
Okay? It was a.
The second time was the
She said it was a BITCH move. She said it was an itch move, itch move, itch move. She said it 3 times. She's going in. She's defending her company. Ain't nothing sweet over here at the local scoop, right, Brian?
you to get mad that I left a review on your restaurant, okay?
3 times.
Okay?
Okay? It was a.
The second time was the metrics,
It was a-
what your business. I can do whatever I
You
want.
shouldn't. It would be in your best interest not to. Do you understand? It would be in your best. You'll find out soon enough.
Towards the end of the 15-minute video, the owner's husband shows up to the scene.
You see, he's the reason for the local scoop. This right here, I'm saying the belly got out the car first, and the whole car lifted up once he got out. Rewind, heel up, reel up, bring it back. Come rewind, selector. Come on. Y'all seen that car say, that car said, "Oh, thank you very much." That car needed you to get out of there, boy. Whatever type of truck that is, I bet you them struts is feeling like they need to get on Meineke immediately.
End of the 15-minute video, the owner's husband shows up to the scene. The cell phone video shows the owner inching closer to Smith.
She assaulted me, touched my torso 3 times. She knocked the phone out of my hand and pretty much destroyed the back of it. She stomped on it, kicked it under my car.
The business owner, Mallory White Goldman, was arrested Thursday on charges of harassment and criminal mischief.
Damn, Jazz. It's that serious about the scoop of ice cream review? I'm telling y'all better be careful about these reviews out here.
Her husband, Ryan Oliver Goldman, was also arrested for harassment. The Goldmans have since been released from jail. Smith tells me he'll continue to review restaurants in the future. For now, he says he's searching for a lawyer to possibly file a civil suit. Reporting live from the studio, I'm Haley Samples, WDAR News.
It wasn't too sweet over there that day. Wasn't so sweet. That's not the type of sweetness I was looking for. We wasn't looking for that type of creamy, delightful sweetness right there. That cold, flavorful, what do they call it? Delicious sort of delight right there. We were looking for a nice local scoop. What's the problem? I mean, what's going on over here? She's like, "Oh, you gonna find out." They were serious about their ice cream, you guys. They're heavily invested into their company. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got some more situation going on where there was nothing but mayhem. And you know what I'm gonna say. I really want to say it, but how should I flip this one right here? I'm gonna say, New York, and if I can make it there, we're champions. Boom, boom. Anyway, it's up to you, New York Knicks. Congratulations. 53 years, and they finally bring home the ring. That's right, you guys. They finally got the ring after 53 years. I'm gonna tell you like this. I wasn't too angry to hear about this. To tell you the truth, I used to bet against my boys a long time. I guess it was out of frustration. Gotta be honest with you. But now it's a new day in town. After 53 years and about 20 years of me saying I don't really rock with them, I gotta say that they earned my respect. That's right, they earned my respect. What didn't earn my respect was the mayhem. Here I go over here saying, I hope that the Knicks win so that the people stay calm. Somebody in the comments said, "Oh, he must have not saw what happened." So yes, I had to go look. And New York, we're talking about mayhem in New York. or after the Knicks won the first championship in 53 years. I'm talking about these guys were going nuts out there. Talking about angry when they lost. You look at what happened when they won. They literally tore up school buses, signs, buildings, windows, everything. How do you rip the front of? How do you do this? What did they do? Set it on fire? What happened? The windows is gone. Complete mayhem out there. It was crazy. So yeah, you guys, it wasn't.
This is like one of the craziest moments that I've ever experienced in my freaking life. This is mine.
Imagine if they would have did it in New York. It would have been even worse. It would have been even worse if they would have won here. That's that bus before. They don't care about traffic, nothing. So that was the before and the after of that bus. When did you guys see that? So they don't care if that was school kids' bus. They was trying to go pick up kids. Hey, shouldn't have drove it through here. New York, hopefully you guys simmer down and calm down. Yes, it was seeming very embarrassing, very lame. It actually legit settlements. It's what else you got? When the Cavs won the championship, we went crazy in Cleveland too, but we didn't destroy it. I understand what you guys are saying. I mean, now you're talking about destruction and a lot of money to pay for different things. Got buses, trash on the streets. I'm sure there was a few $1,000,000 that New York is going to have to pay to clean up, as well as a lot of different things when it comes down to insurances for people's vehicles that were stood on. I don't know if you guys saw the taxi cab driver. He just gave up. They were all on top of his cab, blew the windows out, blasted, broke the front of the windows. He's just there like, what am I going to do? I can't drive this thing like this. So yeah, it's pretty distressful and disrespectful when people do things like that. Let's get on over to Baltimore. Miss Swanza, we got a situation over here. I want to know if you know anything about, do you guys have Walmarts out there? Didn't even know you did, but I should think so because we don't have them in New York. They won't allow them. I guess it has something to do with the monetary. Got a situation out here in Baltimore where a man who's wanted after posing as an employee for Walmart, like a customer service agent, he goes in the customer service area, opens up the drawer and takes out credit cards. Now, these credit cards are credit cards that customers leave behind and they forget. So I don't know what he knew about this because it seems like he had a little bit of knowledge of what happens in Walmart. Maybe a former employee, maybe a friend of somebody who was working there that gave him an extra outfit. Let's see what's going on in Walmart, you guys, because we can try to do as much as detecting as we like, but this one is pretty crazy. Let's go.
At noon, Aberdeen police are searching for this man accused of posing as a Walmart employee who stole credit cards. Investigators say the man walked behind the customer service counter on June 7th and took lost cards from the store's lost and found, and then left in a black pickup truck. Anyone who recognizes this man is urged to contact police.
Yes, you guys, whoever doesn't believe me or whoever wants to be fathomed, go ahead and look it up. It's because of monetary. They say the supermarkets and the other stores will lose money. So it's a really serious stipulation that they put in. New York does not have Walmarts, doesn't even have the area and actually to put a Walmart. Trust me, it's going to hurt the economy ridiculously if they put a Walmart in. So maybe somewhere in Long Island, the closest one. Check it out. Nowhere in the 5 boroughs. Ain't no Walmart. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's get on over to Georgia. I think, was there one in Queens? Was that one I saw out in there, like Long Island? I'm not sure, but I know there's not one in 5 boroughs. Let's get on over to Georgia, where a man loses his life after being hit by a MARTA train at the Civic Center station. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. Let's keep on going, you guys. What you got? By Long Island, inside Job Jeffrey. What? That's interesting to know. Yeah, Totally not in New York, but look it up because if you really want to know to make sure, go ahead and look into it. But it has something to do with the economy. They don't want to affect the other supermarkets or whatever because they've already got a big enough chokehold on us. If they were to actually allow Walmart, they saying that it'd probably put a bigger strain. And if you really think about it, it probably would because the majority of people that work at Walmart's have to get like Medicaid and things like that, food stamps, because they don't make enough monetary. Yeah. And their wages are not really helpful. So the only ones that really gain at a Walmart are who? The owners and the people over there. When it comes down to the administrators and the owners of Walmart, got to really look into certain things when it comes down to it. I mean, we have to really pay attention to what's going on. There's always a reason behind what's going on. Let's get on over to this martyr situation at the Civic Center.
Emergency crews rushed to MARTA's Civic Center station downtown today after MARTA officials say that a man was hit by one of their trains, an incident that caused some service disruptions across the system.
Within the past hour, we have learned that that man died in the incident. Now, this is the
Now we got some footage of this man. I don't know if he was down there like walking or whatever, but he literally was trying to jump onto the path onto the platform, and the train came, and he didn't get up. He didn't get up on time, you guys.
The latest black eye for the transit system. Atlanta's First's Bridget Spencer reports from downtown.
Another tragedy on MARTA property this week. This is a video from a viewer at the Civic Center station. You can see a man on the tracks. It appears as if he was trying to get off the tracks before the train came and hit him. MARTA says the operator tried to stop it, but was too late. This is just the latest blow to the transit system.
So the police anticipated sunrise.
MARTA has been mired in tragedies over the last few weeks. Earlier Saturday, a car ran into a pillar connected to an elevated train platform. 2 people were arrested this weekend for damaging fare gates at Kensington and Lindbergh stations. Overall, 20 people have been arrested for doing the same since May 30th. And last Friday, a 17-year-old named Javon Easterling was shot at in Midtown Station. Luckily, he's in recovery. And the week before that, 66-year-old Margaret Swan was stabbed to death in a random attack. Some riders are saddened but not surprised.
Unfortunately, no.
Always nervous coming through the train station. I do think there needs to be tighter interest point, and that, if we have MARTA police, they need to be in each MARTA station. It's not like New York City where we have so many MARTA stations.
As Atlanta prepares to welcome global visitors for its first World Cup match Monday, riders are hoping MARTA police are ready for anything.
Hopefully that, I'm sorry that they're getting additional funds that would help, increase, because they've already changed the access points because people could just fit through there.
Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
Yeah, we got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen, get those likes up, and yes, we're not gonna forget. We got to go ahead and get those prayers up because we don't know if he was mentally insane or had any sort of imbalance. I have no idea what this man was suffering or going through. He could have fell down there and was trying to get his way up for all we know. Want to pray for the loss of life. Want to pray for the family members, anybody that may be suffering throughout the sad time with this man who lost his life. And hopefully they can get through this. And we ask that in the Lord's name. Father God above, please. Amen. Because no matter, even if he was on D-Rugs, don't deserve to die that way. Doesn't deserve to die that way. Let's get those likes up, you guys, and let everybody know that we're here, because that's what it actually does. All you got to do is pick up that phone that you're watching us on, double tap that screen, and get those likes up. Feel free to send in a super chat as well. We really we respect those. And what we really would appreciate besides that is Cash App, because they be taking a little cut when they do their thing. No matter, you send me $1, I'm only getting 70 cents, because the big boys, they run the show no matter what. So that's why we always say $ Boogotti Cash, because if not, they're gonna get their cut all the time, no matter what. Oh, y'all didn't know? Big brother always gets their cut. You guys thought that we work for ourselves over here? Oh no, they want their percentage of everything. You sell a shirt, pay us. Do this, pay us. You can't get any help from whatever, pay us. You know what I'm talking about, just like Goodfellas. Pay us. And when everything is over, and when you can't make another dime, what do? You strike a match. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Orlando. We got a situation where a teen that's in high school still nabbing case, can't say that word because you know why, gets sentenced, and a new child 6 case is about to happen right here on these charges right here. I want you guys to see certain words that I can't say, and you guys know better than why, so I'm gonna let them say it. Check this out.
18-year-old Isabel Valdez already jailed.
Remember we started this case last month where Isabel Valdez was arrested? She was planning on still nabbing somebody, and she had another girl that was actually with her, and they both got arrested. They were in the back of the vehicle, locked up, and they were laughing and joking. Well, they're not laughing and joking anymore. But we found a lot more about Isabel. My grandmother had a dog named Isabel. She was one of those little Chihuahua. She used to be like, Isabel, because she's from South Carolina. So every time she called Isabel, she said it with a South Carolina accent. Isabel. That's how I remember that name. Isabel. That's her name, by the way. But she ain't nothing like my grandmother's, of course, nothing like the Chihuahua, because she used to try to bite me and all that. I ain't never mess around with Isabel. She was crazy. This Isabel here seems a little bit off her rocker as well, especially when you realize the crimes that she's arrested for. We got to take it very serious because she's has charges of child number 6 charges as well. Things that we don't play with around here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. And look at those chins. How many chins do we have? I can count 3. How many chins do we have? I can count 3. How many chins do we have? How many chins do we have? How many chins do we have? I can count 3. Is that hair chest on your chest? Yes, it is. Hair chest on her chest. Lord have mercy. Let's keep on moving forward. Isabel, you need to clean up your act and run on a treadmill for about 1,000 hours or more a day.
In an alleged plot to stab a classmate at Lake Brantley High School, is facing a judge again Friday for new serious charges. I'm News 6's Jarrell Baker. On the state's charged by information with separate criminal counts. 10 counts of possession of child sexual abuse material. A judge also setting her bond at $35,000 for each count. It comes after FDLE agents say they found a digital file on Valdez's cell phone earlier this year with several videos showing the sexual abuse of children.
No, we got to rewind back. I got to rewind back because they don't understand what she did. Let's go back to what she did. You guys, I don't even have to say this. It was funny, but let's check out what she did. I can count 3. Yeah, she got 3 of them chains. 3 of them chins. Let's go.
Also setting her bond at $35,000 for each count. It comes after FDLE agents say they found a digital file on Valdez's cell phone earlier this year with several videos showing the sexual abuse of children, including some as young as 3 years old. Now, Valdez already behind bars, accused of plotting with co-defendant Lois Lippert to stab a classmate in the bathroom at Lake Brantley High School. You tried to look good for your mugshot? Minutes after that,
she was making fun. Y'all remember this now. Remember she was making fun and laughing in the back of the car last month?
Their arrest, a patrol car video caught both girls laughing together. Am I gonna get mugshot? What, we're going to jail? Now Valdez's tone has changed, at least on paper. In a letter sent to the judge and filed last month with the Seminole County Clerk of Court, she writes, I'm very remorseful for my actions. No contact between individuals under the age of 18. And the Judge Friday also forbidding Valdez from having access to the internet or going to a school or a park or anywhere where children may be. In Seminole County, Jarrell Baker, News 6.
I tell you one thing, if she do get sentenced, they can use her for other sentencing. You got what are you talking about, Boogotti? What do you mean they can use her for other sentencing? If she does get sentenced, they can use her for other sentencing. Like, man, you like getting in front of women and doing certain stuff? Hey, Valdez, come out here. Take all your clothes off. Now you got to look at her. Man gonna be like, like a man, listen, like Family Guy. Just man, imagine your sentence. Imagine if part of your sentence was seeing her naked. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I'm talking about she probably got the body like what's her name? Humpty Dumpty. We call that a owl, EWL, an egg with legs. Humpty Dumpty, fat on the wall. You know what I'm talking about, right? The egg with the legs. She got one of them Humpty Dumpty bodies. And then she got the triple decker on the chin, right? And then she got the nerve to have hair on her chest. Woo! Can you imagine what she looks like with no clothes on? Somebody gonna send it to you and say, hey, you know what? What would you rather take? 6 months in jail or looking at Valdez naked? Your Honor, I have to tell you, I'll take the 6 months. Because I don't even want to see that. I'd be like, Family Guy style. Remember they was holding back Brian's ears because he kept on throwing up? That's my favorite part of God. I swear to God, you guys. I got to keep on moving forward. We're going over here to Virginia. Is that where we going? What's your boy? Is that what we're doing? No, we're not doing that yet. We're not doing this one yet. We got to get on over to Virginia. I want to go into Virginia real quick because we're going to keep it in the same instance of what's going on. That's right. We're going to keep it in the same realm of these pieces of crap and people that's not getting bond right now for various situations. Let's go ahead and knock it all out. We got no bond for another Fulio. He's a man, Travis Hunter. He's charged with fatal, what's this? Oh man, is that the apartment robbery? Yeah, that's the apartment robbery. Let's go ahead, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this. VA, step to the front of the building. I do believe that this is Virginia Beach to be correct. Let's go.
Developments in a deadly Virginia Beach shooting case that was the focus of a 10 on your side investigation. Travis Hunter is charged with second-degree murder. Police say Hunter shot Brente Walston while Walston was taking electronic gear from Hunter's apartment.
Now, check this out, people. You guys got to be careful. Fellas, you might meet a girl at the club. You might meet a girl somewhere. You don't know too much about her. And you know the problem with a lot of us, myself included, I used to be this way. Because you want to get some. You know, you're trying to get some. You're trying to get out of the sand. You don't want to be Sandman, send me a dream. You don't want to stay the Sandman. You know, you want to roll around. You want to hang out. You might go out to a club, see somebody that's attractive. She might show you some love. You know, you might want to bring her back somewhere. Fellas, but the problem is when you're trying to get out the sand, you don't need to think with that man. You need to think with this man. I'm telling you why. Because you never know what she's up to. She could be out there just for that. Her boyfriend could be on it. What would you say if I told you some of these guys are like, I don't care what you do, just call me so we can Rills knob him. We can come to his house and get him. Yeah, that's how they do it nowadays. You guys heard about this before. Boyfriend hiding in the closet. Situations where the guy comes in and the next thing you know, they done stole all your stuff. Or the girl wakes up early in the morning. Your watch is gone. Your wallet's gone. And you can't find this girl. This one is even crazier. What if I were to tell you he brought her home and she told her boyfriend her location and they came here and robbed this guy for his electronic stuff? She's standing there holding the door for him while the boyfriend goes inside the house. This one here is one for the books. This one can actually be on one of those TV shows or one of them websites. What do they call it? On one of them shows, on one of them janky websites. This whole story right here is a setup. Now you saw what they said. I broke it down to you. Let's go.
Inside that apartment sleeping was Hunter's 9-year-old daughter. Investigative reporter Chris Horn has new reporting and reaction from the child's mother.
No bond for Travis Hunter. The judge said he wasn't a risk of flight, but he is a risk to the community, citing the violence of this case. And today, we heard for the first time from the mother of the child, the 9-year-old who was sleeping in the apartment of Travis Hunter. Outside last December, Travis Hunter was walking his dog. Inside, he was being robbed. A woman Hunter met online had let her boyfriend, Joseph Minton, and his friend, Brente Walston, into the apartment. As Hunter returned, Walston was leaving with Hunter's VR headset. They struggled, and Hunter shot Walston dead. Inside the apartment was Hunter's daughter. Jessica Stansbury is the girl's mother.
I've watched the video. I feel like I know Travis. He's a good person. And I know where his mind was at. His mind, when he saw his door open, was on his child.
Hunter's charged with...
Nah, I ain't gonna front, because if that was me, I'd have been mad too. Like, how the hell this chick gonna come over here and try to set me up and be, you know what I'm saying, to do something like this? And now this is what they're trying to say. Within the law, you probably, if you got that legal, you can probably go to their car and demand that they give you this stuff back or whatever, call the police or something like that. That's what they want you to do or something like that. Or make the phone call. They don't want you to do what Travis did, because Travis went there. And I honestly, when it comes down to your involvement and your responsibility, Travis, you got to blame yourself. because you're the one that brought her there and you don't even know her like that. And how dare you leave her in the house by herself with your daughter if you're that nervous in that situation? Could have been even worse. What if they would have took her? Now let's keep on moving forward to the last part that I want to say, which is, of course, you get angry, you act out, and you do this now. Now your daughter, your apartment, everything is now in limbo right now because now you're arrested. So brothers out there, make sure you're thinking with this head, not that one. There's always websites. Just keep on moving. Let's go.
Second-degree murder.
Somebody died in the situation, and I feel sad for that, you know, but at the end of the day, they shouldn't have been there.
It's a heat of the moment. You can never expect that I'm gonna go out and walk my dog, and then all of a sudden at 6:30 in the morning, these three strange individuals are gonna be at my house breaking in.
Minton's girlfriend had shared her location, Hunter's apartment, with Minton.
It's too suspicious that they knew exactly where she was.
For a female to drop their location, and me personally as a woman, if I'm going to cheat on my boyfriend, I'm not gonna share the location.
You're making a mistake right there, boo-boo. You gotta fast forward into 2025. I see your hairline is doing it with that extra that they don't see, but I see it. So let me explain to you what's going on here. This is not her boyfriend. This could be her, I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillacs, no thing. Because that could really be her PIMP. Yeah. PIMPs teach their women to do stuff like that. They teach them find a mark, see if you can get them somewhere to whatever, and clean them out for whatever you can get. So if you really notice it, that probably was a GANG member. She probably was a part of it or something like that. And she's like, all right, I'm gonna go out and scout some stuff for you guys so that we can make some money. It was not necessarily his girlfriend. Could have been a scout for the gang as well. Could be so many other things, not necessarily your girlfriend. But I think it's leading towards that PIMP thing myself. He probably spent a little bit of dough, felt a little comfortable. Instead of kicking her out the next morning, as he should, he used her as a babysitter. And that's the wrong thing. You're worrying about walking your dog more than walking your baby. How about wake your baby up, kick her out, and walk the dog with your baby? Let's keep on moving forward. Use this head, fellas, not that one. Well, use it when you want, when you need it, but not when you're not supposed to. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's keep going. And don't beat her up for her forehead, for her hairline. Leave her alone.
To where I'm cheating at.
Judge Stephen Mahan denied bond, pointing out that Hunter had his gun out and was more concerned about his property than he was about his daughter's safety. 2 years ago, Hunter faced a misdemeanor assault charge. Stansberry was the victim.
He put his hands on me. But Travis is not a abusive person. He's not a fighter.
You hold no ill will to him.
No. He's a great father. He's a great person. But I guess he met the wrong girl online.
Travis Hunter continues to be in jail on second-degree murder and 4 other related charges in this incident. He's set for trial in November.
Also, what the PIMPs do, they control those accounts themselves. That girl probably wasn't in no contact with that dude like that. That probably was the PIMP the whole time. What you talking about? Yeah, we got a mark set up for you. He's da-da-da-da-da. He like your pictures, so we're going to do this, and we're going to set him up. Yeah, you got to understand, there are a lot of people are out here to get you. That's what they focus on doing. The way you get up and go to work and focus on your family, they focus on scamming and getting over on you. The faster you figure that out, the faster you're going to be able to be careful. Let's keep on going. Let's go. Wrong girl online. There you go. There you go. 15 years in Epic nowadays. What else you got? Jennifer, congratulations. Congratulations, Jennifer. What are we congratulating Jennifer for? I want to know, because that'll be good. What's going on with Jennifer? You guys let me know. Hey, wow, appreciate you, fam. What's going on with Jennifer? I want to know. I ain't hear what y'all said. Let's keep on going, though, while y'all tell me. We got to get on over to Tampa this time. We got a DUI situation with an manslaughter. Now, we got bond denied for a woman accused of driving into a toll booth in Daytona. That one that took out that worker, you guys remember, we have been following this case. The woman that hit the toll booth. What's going on over here? We got the 15th wedding anniversary. Congratulations. I thought it would have been me. But it is you, Jennifer. Congratulations. Oh my God, your 15th wedding anniversary today. That is so dope. I'm really happy for you guys. You know, that's power right there. Congratulations, Jennifer's 15th year anniversary. Thank you guys for letting me know, and congratulations and many, many more for you guys' love and dedication. No matter what you guys have been through, you guys stuck it through, and guess what? You guys got 15 to show for it. Even though it might have been hard some days, beautiful on others, that's what it's all about. That you stuck together and you're still doing it. Let's pray for 15 more. Let's go. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Now we got to go. We got a little bit more going on over here. Let's see what's going on with this case right here. Did I bring this one in already? Did I say that we have a situation that was the bond was denied for a woman who was driving her car through the toll booth? This is crazy, you guys. Yeah, she actually took someone out, lost their lives because of her.
No bail this evening for the woman behind the wheel of a car that drove through a toll booth in Daytona, killing the worker inside. Deanna Harrell faces charges of DUI manslaughter and vehicular homicide. Pamela Cohen was in court when the victim's family came face to face with Harrell for the first time.
The judge took the bench, and within moments, it was over. Deanna Harrell's pretrial detention hearing lasted about 1 minute Tuesday. The public defender appointed to represent her didn't fight the motion. The state and the JA, the defense is not objecting to the pretrial detention hearing this afternoon, and we would stipulate that if the state were to present evidence, that they would be able to meet the standard of the statute. With no objection from the defense, the decision came quickly.
Right, then I will hold the defendant in custody without bond.
Harrell will remain behind bars until trial. She faces DUI manslaughter and vehicular homicide charges after investigators say she was driving under the influence when she crashed her pickup truck into a staffed toll booth, killing Tammy Jo Baker at the Dunlop in Beach Approach.
Sadly, that's the first time I got the chance to see who lost their life. Tammy Jo Baker lost her life because of this stunter that was drinking. She was in a toll booth. Want to pray for Tammy because we never had a chance to the last time we premiered this. I like to pray for her family as well. Want to pray that they're getting through this tragic time right now, and hopefully they can get some strength and resolve from finding the person that did this after it's all over. Amen. Yeah, sad situation. We finally have a chance to see who lost their life because of this idiot.
I forgive her, but I won't ever forget her actions. And she's forever affected my life, my daughter's life.
Baker's daughter and son sat in court Tuesday, still grappling with the loss of the woman they say held their family together.
My mom was the glue that held us together. It's where we went for our holidays. Mom was in charge of all that. It's going to be different this year.
Now they face the long road ahead, determined to keep their mother's memory alive.
She wouldn't want me to have anger and hatred in my heart over this. At the same time, we would like to see justice done.
Harrell will remain in custody as the case moves toward trial. She'll be back in court next month. No big.
What you mean, no tears, that one song? What do you mean, no tears? I mean, I don't understand that. Talk to me, that one song. What do you mean, no tears? I mean, maybe she just don't have tears right now. Maybe she's all cried out. But I don't understand what you mean by no tears, that one song. What are you talking about? I thought she was cool. What's going on with you? You feeling a certain way today? Let's keep on moving forward over here. We got to get on over to Jackson, Mississippi. And the same way I call that out, I call me out, call you guys out too. What do you mean by no tears? Let's keep on moving forward because I really want to know. Jackson, Mississippi, we got bond set for $16 million. Oh my God, and the number sexual battery suspect. This fool right here was enticement to a child gratification of, oh my God, this is the 13-year-old thing right here. Oh man, we holding out for this one. Hard to say this one. This is a hard one to say. Let me see. That one song, was that lady her mama? Yes, it was. And sometimes she's probably all cried out, brother. You never know that one song, brother or sister. I don't know if you're brother or sister. I'm sorry, I can't see you. But I don't know if that's a brother, that's a lady or a woman. Some people don't cry. Some people do. That does not mean that that lady is not in pain. We're talking about her mother. So we want to fall back on certain things when it comes down to that, all right? Respectfully. Let's go ahead and see what's going on over here with this bond that's been set for $16 million for battery. You want to see what's going on with this because it has to do with battery, enticement of a child, gratification of lust of a victim. And these all are under 13 years old. Luckily, they found this piece of crap. Let's go, you guys. These are the people that we always want to get caught, arrested, and tried immediately. Let's go.
This week, a judge set bond at $16 million for a Jackson man accused of child sex crimes. 16 WAPT's Ross Adams joins us live with more on this story. Ross.
Glad they got him. Glad they got him.
This may be one of the largest bonds ever in recent history here in the Metro. We're working to find out more about the investigation that police unleashed that led the judge to set such a high bond. A man said to live in the South Jackson neighborhood is facing a huge $16 million bond following his arrest on child sex crimes.
I don't know about 16 million. I would definitely need to know all the small details, exactly what took place.
A breakdown of the bond shows $12 million for 6 counts of sexual battery. Stephen Dickens is accused of, plus $2 million each for 1 count of enticement of a child and 1 count of gratification of lust. According to JPD, the victims are minors under the age of 14. Authorities not disclosing additional details of their investigation. Joe?
Mine is under the age of 14. Do you guys hear this? This supersedes everything right here.
Records show Dickens' address listed at a house in the Forest Hill Place subdivision.
I never heard of him. I never seen his face. So
This is nuts.
a lot of people may use this address and may not never stood here. I don't know.
Okay, okay.
Because he doesn't look a familiar face. I never seen him before.
People in the neighborhood were puzzled by Dickens' charges and the extremely high bond.
I think 16 million is ridiculous. Because that's not going to still help the situation. Most of the time when these people do things like this, they need to be, get some help so this crime won't happen again.
Dickens could appeal to.
I don't think she was right at all. What do you mean get some help so this crime don't happen again? He needs to go to prison for the rest of his life with no bail. They don't even need to take him to court. How about that? How about make it that bad? What do you mean he should be able to go to court between his own jury of his own peers? No.
A county court judge to try to get a lower bond. His next expected court date will be for a preliminary hearing in a couple of weeks. For now, we're live in South Jackson. Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.
They go to show you people worried about the wrong thing. He even sound like he worried about the bond. I don't give a damn about his bond. I don't think he should have had no bond. Talking about Bond, James Bond. And I told you guys already, she's ahead of her class. I told you about this already, didn't I? Tyra, you know how she do it. She's the #1 model. You guys know what I'm talking about. America's Next Top Model. You guys remember when she ran the show? Well, guess what, you guys? She said, I'm suing. I'm suing. Oh, somebody likes Tyra Banks over here. Look at that. Somebody's got the hearts in their eyes. I guess you guys like Tyra Banks, huh? I guess she looks a little older. A little better since she got older, I think. Let's get on over here, you guys, because she sues Netflix for defamation of character for the Next Top Model series. What do you guys think? Have you guys seen this series already? Do you know what she's talking about? Do you think that she's right in suing them? Let's hear what she got the lawsuit happening for and why she wants to sue America's next top models.
Banks is taking legal action against Netflix. According to court documents obtained by E! News, the former America's Next Top Model host files a defamation lawsuit against Netflix. On June 13th, after appearing in its 2026 docu-series Reality Check Inside America's Next Top Model, the lawsuit claims the project was sold to viewers as a documentary series but used selective editing to create a quote false narrative. The filing states, because they were promised a documentary, that's exactly how viewers interacted with the Netflix series. Tyra says she agreed to participate in the project because she believed viewers deserved a candid conversation about the show's legacy, its successes, and its shortcomings. But the lawsuit claims many moments where Tyra took accountability for the show's controversies were edited out of the final cut. The filing also claims the docuseries created the impression that Tyra turned a blind eye to an alleged sexual assault involving former Cycle 2 contestant Shandy Sullivan during filming in 2003, with the lawsuit stating the false narrative the producers constructed through selective editing, deliberate omission, and surgical manipulation of continuous footage included that Miss Banks knowingly allowed a contestant to be sexually assaulted on her show and then could not even remember it when asked. That narrative about Miss Banks is a complete fabrication. E! News has reached out to Netflix for comment, but has not yet heard back.
Tyra looked like she put on some weight, huh? Not looking like the normal Tyra we used to, huh? Looking like a little Beyonce-ish. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's keep on moving forward. What do you guys think about that situation right there with Tyra Banks? Thick, looking nice. All right, yeah, she do kind of look kind of nice with that last one, that little dress on, right? Kind of look pretty right there, huh? A little different looking from Higher Learning Tyra, or when she was on The Fresh Prince. Named Fresh West Philadelphia, born and raised. Remember she was Will's love interest on The Fresh Prince? Let's keep on moving over to Pasadena. Let's get on over here, you guys. We got a police officer. He was horse playing around. You guys probably heard about this story. I guess they really play with their weapons. We saw this last week when one lady pulled out a weapon and right next to her was standing a girl. She put this weapon to the lady's side and pow, pow. And they said it was a friendly horseplay with that one. I said, you know what? I can't believe that. We didn't believe it ourselves. We don't have any follow-up on that situation, but we're praying that that lady is fine. But guess what? We do have follow-up on this situation, and it's a brand new situation out of Pasadena. Horseplay. One guy's car pulls up. He sees the other fellow officer. He sees him coming in and he aims at him. He puts his pistol back. Other guy gets out, does the same thing. Only problem is his pistol goes off. And we're talking about police officers, horseplay. Second time we're seeing this, you guys. Let's go. See what's going on in Pasadena.
A shocking newly released video showing a Pasadena police officer being shot by a fellow officer. Tonight, the police chief is calling it a
Thanks for the gifts.
Yes. Here it is. This is dashcam video from inside the Pasadena police parking garage. Watch again as it all unfolds. You see a patrol car pulling up behind two officers standing by another vehicle. That's when one of those standing officers quickly draws his gun and points it at the officer in the vehicle. After a few seconds, he reholsters the weapon. What you can't see is the chief says the officer in the driver's seat does the same thing, but that officer's gun goes off. The shot goes through the windshield and hits the shoulder of the other officer. This happened in September of last year. The department just releasing that video today. Chief says the officer who was shot has recovered and disciplinary action has been taken.
Woo, talking about playing too much, huh? Horseplay with the wrong stuff. Yeah, you should have pulled the taser out. Why you can't play around with the tasers? Why they can't play around with the tasers instead? Thank you so much, Jordan Dowdy. Everybody, be like Jordan. Put 5 on it. Go ahead and put that 5 on it, you guys. Also, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. There you go, you guys. Double tap that screen because you know what that does? That gets those likes up and get more people over here. And if you have not subscribed to Our Bottom Line, the #1 news show on YouTube right now with the #1 host as well as co-host and family, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button because you know what I'm about to do? Something that you guys love. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby. Get 'em! That's right. Imagine you having a birthday party. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of your left eye, who do you see? None other than doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Ice. That's right. Vanilla Ice shows up at a birthday party. Can you imagine Vanilla Ice crashing your birthday party for a deputy that has 30 years celebrating celebrating her job? All of a sudden, you look to the right and Vanilla Ice pops up. You know, only thing that'd be better if he was singing a song. You know, he was like, "All right, stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back with a brand new mission." But he's not doing that. He's just showing some love right now. So come on. Let's show some love for one of your favorite artists. I'm talking about 30 years ago, you guys probably liked this music, but now all of a sudden, since what's going on, he's made a new emergence on everybody, especially since they're using his song so much. Doom, 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 doom.
3 years of serving the community, there was a big celebration this morning for a Palm Beach County deputy to mark the milestone. And this wasn't just an ordinary event. As reporter Rachel Perry tells us, it involved the deputy's favorite musician, Vanilla Ice.
And I'm
The deputy
Boogotti.
was arriving for a routine awards ceremony. What she didn't know was that that special guest was about to walk through the door. That's Palm Beach County Sheriff's Deputy Tina Izzaro being recognized for 30 years of dedication.
Imagine your favorite rapper is Vanilla Ice. Oh my God, you need to get out more, girl.
Service. Tina Izzaro. And that's Rob Van Winkle, also known as Vanilla Ice.
Real name, Rob Van Winkle. You guys know him as Vanilla Ice.
A few months ago, deputies around pulled over a vehicle with a woman and her adult son, Rafi, who was diagnosed with autism. His mother says the deputy's kindness, patience, and compassion left a lasting impression on Rafi.
I noticed immediately of his specialness, and it made him feel really at ease, knowing that his mother was not in trouble.
Oh, you're sweet.
But I did write her a ticket.
After they met a second time, they kept in touch, and the deputy shared with his mother how she had always wanted to meet her favorite celebrity, Vanilla Ice, who she shares a birthday with.
Sandy filled me in, gave me all the dirt on her, which was all good, and says to everybody, they say that the whole force just loves her.
Deputy Izzaro was left speechless.
I think she was so shocked when I walked up because I seen her face. She was going right to Sheriff Bradshaw, and she just looked over to the left and goes,
I didn't know.
I love it.
The artist says the connection between the deputy and Rafi is a perfect example of what community should look like.
Friendships can come from anywhere. That's why I always say, shake a hand, make a friend, because you can do it anywhere at any time. And that's what's going on here. And now we've got a friendship, and it's cute. Now I'm involved now because I go way back with them.
A spokesperson for the sheriff's office says this highlights their commitment to the autism community of building trust, understanding, and lasting connections. In Palm Beach County, Rachel Perry, WPBF 25 News.
They also did that for the autism community as well. So I think that was really cool for him to come out, show some love, you guys. That's right. That's right. Let's keep on moving forward because now we got a situation where it's not so cool, not so much fun. This one right here is pretty crazy. This is a haunting video of a multimillionaire trial. You guys, it's crazy because what happened here is, as you guys can see, you see water, of course, and you see a boat, which looks like it's traveling pretty fast. And the good thing about it is this boat's not going to hit anything. But the sad part about it is another boat actually did hit a metal, I think it's called a dinghy or something like that. What happened with that is it hit the boat, water started to come onto the boat, and of course they sank. But before that, many people were hurt. So now we got to get on over to this situation now where the jury is showing haunting video of a multi-millionaire, George Pinot's trial. Let's get into this right now, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's go and see what's going on with this.
Chilling video shows how a boat crammed with teenage girls attending a birthday party slammed into a steel pole. It's a dramatic reenactment by sheriff's investigators.
Now, could you imagine coming in that fast, that hot, and that heavy? Like, you know something's up. It's too much. You must be doing too much drinking, like, for that to happen. And I really think even if you're at the helm and you're the captain, you're still moving too fast. You're just moving too fast, even if you miss the thing.
In Florida, this boat swerves just moments before striking the steel channel marker. But on Labor Day 2022, multimillionaire real estate mogul George Pinot's boat crashed into the steel marker and sank. Now he's on trial for manslaughter after 17-year-old Lucy Fernandez was killed and her friend Katie Puig was left with irreversible brain damage. The jury was also shown haunting video of the moment a team of divers located the wreck under Biscayne Bay in Florida. You can see a huge gash in the side of the vessel where it struck the pole and capsized. Poignant personal items were found in the twisted metal.
Now watch what it looked like when they get it up, when they lift it out the water. But they were already out of the vessel or hurt before it even capsized and went down because of the impact.
4 pairs of sunglasses, a couple old colored earrings, and 3 cell phones. The boat was raised, and here's how it looks today. The jury was taken under police escort to see it in person. 55-year-old Pino has struggled to maintain composure in court, hyperventilating during the first day of testimony. But he kept it together as the jury was shown dramatic video of the fateful day. A Marine Patrol officer's body cam. Now, these are literally ladies laid out on the ground that are hurt from this situation that happened. They out cold and like hurt. Video shows chaos on a rescue boat following the crash. The officer checks the pulse of one unconscious teenager. Another injured girl lies nearby. Others appear shocked and disoriented. George Pino, looking stunned, sits alone. Why were you driving that fucking fast? Pino's wife, Cecilia, who was on board, testified that she didn't see what happened because she was busy with her phone, trying to send video of the girls singing and dancing to their mom. There was a tense exchange when she was shown a photo of Lucy, the girl who was killed. She died because her husband crashed into that channel marker, right? She died because your husband crashed into that channel marker, right? She died because it was an accident. We don't want to see your Academy Award present, sir. We don't want to see your Academy Award face for a person that's looking scared about what happened. We don't care about that. I'm sorry. I want to pray for the ladies that's hurt. I'm sorry. And the ones that lost their lives in this tragedy right here. You should not have been driving that damn boat that fast. And I'm not feeling bad for you at all. You need to get some time for that, some serious jail time, especially for what you did. If you were drinking, you deserve whatever you get. And I hope they do find out what happened with this. I'm not too happy about seeing no craziness like this. I don't think it makes any sense at all. You have to be very careful when you have other people's lives in your hand. When you're driving a car, driving a vehicle, when you're driving a motorcycle, somebody's on the back as your passenger. You don't think about yourself. You got to think about both of you guys. You can't do that. Amen. I'm not getting down like that. I hope they find out what happened with that. He needs to get some serious jail time. I don't care about all that crying. Should have been crying before you did what you did. Oh, everybody's always sorry after they do some dumb shit. Exactly. Let's keep on moving forward now because we got a heartwarming video, some other good stuff. Because I try to shift it up and mix it up now. We go to a good video, then we probably try to play another one to try to take the pain off of all of us all the time. Can't just have all of those bad videos all the time. Let's get on over to a heartwarming video of a neighbor checking in during a friend's run. All she's doing is running. But you know what? The funny thing about this is, if you guys, Colessive, Zion, Marquette, Angels Among Us, Adam Trebet, Gary Jones, Winter Rising, and myself, out of nowhere, just start putting some warm-up clothes on and we just run out of our house, would a neighbor ask you if everything is okay? I'm only asking for laughter reasons. I mean, would they think that you're going on a jog? Or would they think that somebody's chasing you or something's wrong? That's why I'm laughing. Would they look at you and say, oh, she's just going out on a jog? She does things like that. Or would they be like, hey, Colessive, are you okay? Hey, Boogotti, what's going on? We're not used to seeing you jogging. You feel me? What do you think your neighbors would say? That's why this video is a little bit funny. Because he didn't know what the hell was going on. He just saw his neighbor running. And he's like, wait a minute, something going on here. Watch this video, you guys. This is crazy. I love this. Let's see what's going on over here. You know, sometimes we got to break it up. It's a sweet video of a woman's neighbor checking in on her as her run goes viral.
People know just how genuine Stanley is, and I just knew people would get a kick out of it. I just thought it was a cute little snippet of what our street is like. We're just looking out for each other. I'm into running. I've been training for a half marathon that takes place in December.
I noticed that Anna was running, but like out of my peripherals, I'm like, well, maybe I didn't know she started a workout routine or whatever. So I didn't know if like she was in immediate danger or whatever the case may be. But like
damn, Anna, you ain't running that long. You got your neighbors thinking that you in danger, imminent danger, just because you decided to do a run. Oh man, you know you need to get out there and work out. Any one of you in the chat,
If your neighbors would think that you were being chased or something wrong if they see you running, get your butt out there and start running.
Really stopped what I was doing, and I took off running to engage with her to make sure that she was okay. And went over there, intervened. She said she was okay, and I said okay. And then I went back to doing what I was doing, and she continued to run. And that's that.
I just thought it was a hilarious moment, such a genuine moment.
You think the leg warmers and the knee warmers threw her off? Cause she don't look like she's normally do stuff like this, right? And that outfit don't necessarily look like a running outfit. So he's like, "What the hell are you running for? You okay?"
People who know me, I feel like they're gonna laugh because everyone knows that I'm new to activity.
It went viral. That was really cool, pretty awesome. The comment section was pretty entertaining.
Colessive says, yes, my neighbors would be like, "Yo, you all right? What are you running for?"
I love how nicely I'm being roasted. I think it's hysterical. People are like, she's never run a day in her life. I'm like, I have run 3 weeks of my life. You know, half the internet is roasting me, but the other half is obsessed with Stanley. Rightfully so. I keep telling him, like, you're America's sweetheart. Like, I keep seeing in the comments, people are like, Stanley moved by me. I'm like, whoa. Stanley is just, like I said, America's sweetheart. He is just genuine and was looking out for friends and family, and we're lucky to have him as a neighbor. And I think that the world would be a better place with more Stanleys. Be a Stanley.
Yeah, well, you need to get out there and run more so people like Stanleys don't think that something's going on with you. And that goes for everybody here. Get your butt out that house and start running. Go ahead and work out. Don't worry about the first couple of outfits that you wear because your neighbors are going to be like, what the hell did Boogotti got on? We got to get in sync before we, get into the mood. We got to go be around some other people that's working out. Figure out what we're supposed to be wearing. That's all. Just get out there and move it. Just don't give up. Now we come to some gossip. We come to some anger. We come to some, let's just say, if I ever pass, when I do, I want somebody to step up and say certain things. Like my friend a couple of months ago, my boy Thomas, he lost his life about 4 months ago due to pancreatic cancer. Thomas was a wild boy, very strong, very work out all the time. 56 years old, he lost his life to pancreatic cancer. By the time they figured it out, it was already too long and he was already in terminal where they had to put him on hospice. So my boy lost his life. And the sad part about that is it just makes you appreciate life more. Just makes you really appreciate life. That's why when I look at this video, it makes me think about what's going to happen after I'm no longer here. What's going on with that? Will I leave a legacy? Will people remember me? Things like that. Can I leave something behind that's going to help people, animals and stuff? That's what I really care about because we're not going to live forever. We got to think about that. But our legacy is important as well. And we have to be careful to let's say, support and respect our legacy because once you're gone, there's only certain things that you can't say nothing about it anymore. It's over. Family members are going to step up and say certain things. People are going to talk about you no matter what. So try to have the best legacy that you could possibly leave if that's something that you care about. We got a situation here. Got to be honest with you guys. This is about DMX's family. His first son, Xavier, he goes ballistic at a ceremony where they were honoring his father for that street naming yesterday that we showed you. I didn't see this video until now. Well, Xavier broke out into a little bit of extra talk, as a lot of people would do if they're under emotion, talking about their family member. Just want to give you guys a little prequel. He wants his mom to come up because she's a part of the original family, but she was not designated to go up. There were other family members that were also around as far as daughters and nieces and stuff like that, that Xavier, DMX's firstborn, felt should come up as well. So what did he do in honoring them? While he's there, he called them up and made all of them stand there as he was giving his speech. And he said a few things about what's her name? Danielle, who is DMX's current wife. Didn't seem too good, didn't seem too happy about the way things were orchestrated. And they actually cut his mic before he could finish. You guys, sometimes things get a little crazy when you're not here. Try to do your best to leave a will so that family members are not fighting and arguing over certain things so much. We had to deal with that, my mom and stuff like that too. Sometimes leaving a will would really help out. As much as you can possibly do while you're alive would be of much greater assistance. And some stuff we can't do anything about because some of our family members, it's out of our hands. So this is what happened at the ceremony yesterday when Xavier stepped up. The welcome of Xavier and Jada. DMX's street naming ceremony in Yonkers.
Now, there was absolutely no way that you will close the ceremony, you will not hear from his original entire family. So, mommy, please stand next to your son. Mommy, please. Please. Sean. Sean. Praise. Tacoma. Original family. Come here. Listen. 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 Right is right, wrong is wrong. We are here. Firstly, thank you to the entire city of Yonkers. Thank you to Mayor Spano. Thank you to Tasha Diaz. And thank you to Shireen. Without your groundwork, foot on the ground, none of this is possible. This is your vision. For reaching out to people on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, gathering up the signatures, making sure that everyone is on board to get this signed. Firstborn. Thank you. My mind is just so full seeing all the love that we have.
This is where he messes up. When he starts talking about Desiree, this is when he messes up because she's in control of the event.
You have to hate the silently. The fact that you continue to exclude his original family, his children.
Mike check. Shouldn't have said that. But he wanted to say what he wanted to say. So he's like, the fact that you wanted to exclude my original family, my mother, other people, shows what type of person you are. And of course, he wasn't able to continue with the mic. So he's trying to scream as much as he can. And now they want to move him from the podium, period. And Miss Swanza, I would have asked that question too, but I'm a man. So I'm going to say it because Miss Swanza asked, yo, Xavier, where the hell is your shirt at? Up there, where's your shirt at? I mean, let's show respect, of course, right the right way, or close your jacket or something. Just keep on moving forward, you guys, because things like that definitely happen at funerals. They definitely happen at ceremonies, and they definitely happen when that mother or that wife see that ex or that side chick in that pulpit out there, or out there sitting out there talking about, oh, I feel so sorry. Woo. Or when she pops in late and she see her, she turn around and say, there go that heifer right there. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's happened many a times. But let me tell you who I am. I'm the friend that does that, but not that way. I'm the one that's like, yo, come on, y'all. Y'all know y'all supposed to be playing a little bit of music here. Y'all know y'all supposed to be remembering my dog or my homegirl this way. Y'all know y'all remember her for this, for him for that, him for this, her for that. That's me because I want to remember you that way. And I want to call out all of the people there as well. I don't go too hard, but yeah, I did that. When they gave me my chance to speak at my boy's funeral, Woo! Did I enlighten everybody and get everybody excited? Because I can do it here. So I made sure that I did that over there as well because I wanted to do that for my boy. That's how you send them off. Memories like that. And show these other people by doing well instead of having to talk about them. You don't got to talk about them. Just show them how good you look. You feel me? There you go. Keep on moving forward. Respect to DMX as well as his family. And amen. Dark Man X. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over here to Deland, where police are now cracking down on e-bikes. Mothers, fathers, aunts, and uncles that want to do a favor for your nephews and your nieces, be careful because these e-bikes may require a license soon. Also, helmets. They go too fast. I know e-bikes, they go faster than scooters. Be careful out there. You might be wanting to give them a favor, but you might be giving them something that's going to get them hurt as well. Not even if it's in this video, but at the same time, don't just buy the e-bike without the pads and the helmet.
And police say they're taking a zero tolerance approach to e-bike and scooter violations after months of complaints.
Western Pamela Combe has more on the crackdown, the changes, and what it all means to riders.
For some downtown DeLand workers, the issue had become impossible to ignore.
The ones on the bikes and the bicycles, they just go right down as fast as they can and they don't care who's in the way.
I don't understand it as well because out here I see a lot of them on the sidewalk. You got the bike, you moving fast as you want. Why are you on the sidewalk? I don't understand why those scooters and those bike riders be on the sidewalk like that. All they need to do is bust into somebody and they fall. And I always worry about my teeth so much. Like I don't want to crash into nobody with no e-bike and you got a helmet on.
After months of complaints, DeLand police is cracking down on e-bikes and scooters, citing anyone who rides them on downtown sidewalks.
Commonly seen supposed to go on e-bike.
Since new rules took effect in April, police have increased their presence downtown and in other parts of the city.
I'll label it this, right? It's more so a zero.
Jonathan ain't playing. He says, my daughter knows she's supposed to play Zoom by the Commodores at my funeral. I ain't mad at you, Jonathan. That's what I'm talking about. If she got to step up with a Bluetooth and be like, Zoom, that's what I'm talking about. There you go. That's your daughter right there. She know what she got to do. Daddy, I got you. I don't care what nobody say. There you go, Brian. I ain't playing. You want to send me off, let him hear this. I told him, I said, y'all know y'all wrong. Y'all know y'all supposed to be playing soul to soul. However do you want it? Because my boy Thomas, all he used to do was come through the block playing however do you want it? Or ooh, I wanna sex you up. When he first got that Maxima with the tinted windows, with them alloys, you couldn't tell him he wasn't the man. Every time we riding around the block, he don't care if he got a dude in the passenger seat. I wanna sex you up and pull up to the corner, start the song all over again. So it's playing a certain lyric by the time you get to a certain part of the block. Y'all know how to do it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what they were supposed to be playing at my dog funeral. Sex you up or however do you want it?
Zero tolerance.
Officers have issued more than 20 bike-related violations since January. Captain Prudence Dice tells us micromobility devices are banned on sidewalks along Woodland Boulevard and on some sidewalks that connect to that main strip.
We're trying to protect our residents there, our visitors. And we also are trying to protect the cyclists and the motorists.
You know how many cyclists and motorists wind up in the hospital nowadays and how many emergency room visits they get because of these bikes now?
First-time violators in a restricted area could face a $250 fine. That could double for repeat violators, and they could even face up to 60 days in jail.
Obviously, our last.
Because there's a lot of kids out here that they know how to ride a bike, but the e-bike is different. And when that speed starts to go, that's a different type of falling on the ground. You're doing 65 or 45 miles per hour. That's a broken arm versus a bike that do 15 or 20 or the fastest that you're going because it's leg power. Fall down and get a bruise, abrasion, or maybe a fracture. The faster the speed, the more possibility of the determination of what could possibly happen to them. Falling down and stuff like that. Be careful out there, you guys. Be careful. Somebody said, I picked Rum Shaker at first. All I want to do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Let's keep on. Yeah, angels, they do go fast. They be zooming by you. The delivery men be out. They be flying, especially in the city, because you know you have to get a lot of accounts and get a lot of pickups in order to make good money. So in the city of New York, you better not step in that bike lane if you're not looking both ways, because they'll come through and all whole side of your teeth be out. You be looking like this. How you doing? Thought bottom line. No, don't want to do that. Or paying a grip to try to get them fixed. Let's get on over to Britain. I told you we do this everywhere. We do it everywhere. We got a situation where they got some sanctioned oil that was the sanctioned oil. I'm sorry, they detained a sanctioned oil tanker believed to be linked to Russian shadow fleet. That's right, you guys. They coming up out of the sky, boarding this vessel right here, taking it over because they think that they're trying to get some oil to Russia and a shadow fleet. Check this out. This is Britain doing this. This is on the English Channel. They're boarding their vessel and taking control of it. That wasn't a butterfly in the sky. That was they was coming to get that. What's going on here? What's on this vessel? They're not playing. They look at the manifest. They want to see where you was at, how long you was there. Why? Because they're trying to estimate time for loading and offloading and things of that nature. Also, they want to get an idea of who owns the vessel and what's going on with the background history of it. Yeah, they've been doing that. The British are coming. Notice how it's all black. Got him. Keep on moving, y'all. Got a situation over here. I can't even believe it's true. You know how you was outside when you was little, you might have had a lemonade stand. You may have had a Kool-Aid stand. And you know you got that water out the water hose and probably got a Kool-Aid pack and a little bit of sugar out the front. And you out there selling these people that liquid flavored death. But you know what? They still thought that you were cute and they tried to come over there and oblige by you. So you might have made a little bit of money. Some of you might have made cookies. You guys, what did you sell? Let me know. You might have made some popcorn and went out there and sold bags of popcorn. What did you sell when you were little? Brownies, slices of cake? Let me know. Somebody out here is an entrepreneur. And if you didn't keep on doing it, I'm sure one of you have tried it one time or another. So don't try to act like you ain't been out there trying to be a salesman. Y'all know some of you guys out there probably made some lemonade out of lemons. So come on, come on. Tell the truth. Which one of you, I want to know, which one of you guys actually sold lemonades or lemonade? Not a thing. Bake sale. Okay, Miss Swanza, what'd you sell? Cookies? What else you got? Keep on going. You guys got a couple of more minutes to get 53 likes up. Let's try to get some more likes up. Brian. Okay, now it didn't say anything. What did you, cutting grass was your thing to get extra money. I sold strawberries and stuff from the garden. I like that, Jack. That's cool. I delivered the Boston Globe from 10 to 14. So you were a real paper boy. That was one of my favorite games. Anybody remember that game, Paperboy? One of my favorite games ever. Your waves is spinning, Gotti. Yeah, I try to keep them spinning. You know how we do. Try to keep it right over here. We got 25 episodes left before we reach that mark where they take us out of jail. Lemonade and fresh fruit from the garden. I love that. So check this out. Wouldn't it be terrible if you out there as a little kid minding your business and a little kid run up on you and say, give me all your money? Yes, yes. We got a situation. This Folio went over to a kid with a lemonade stand in South Boston. Robbed the damn lemonade stand, you guys. You see the little pink money exchange thing on the floor. Got the little girl for her lemonade money. And one of these other teens walked him around the corner and gave him the weapon to do it. This is crazy. Let's go. Check this out. There's no holds barred no matter what you're doing, not even for the kids.
Getting to some breaking news tonight. A 14-year-old has been arrested in connection with robbing a lemonade stand at gunpoint in South Boston. Police say the teen is facing armed robbery and unlawful possession of a firearm charges. The incident happened earlier this week on West 9th Street. Tonight, police.
Look how sad this is. This little girl out there with her lemonade stand, you done took the money, ran up the block, and threw her little change divider on the ground. Damn shame.
Are looking for any information about the second suspect.
Meanwhile, there was a
Yeah, that's worse than stealing a tip jar. You know how that little girl gonna feel? She trying to get out there, be an entrepreneur, and all of a sudden somebody pull a weapon on a child, a 14-year-old. That is terrible, you guys. I want to pray for her and she doesn't feel like she can't get money anymore, and she could come outside again and hopefully be able to move along people, and hopefully he gets arrested in court so she can feel a little more comfortable. This is a very sad situation there, you guys. We're gonna pray for this. Amen. Terrible, just a lemonade stand. And he gonna walk the little boy around the corner and say, here go the weapon. He runs back up on the little girl and robs her for her lemonade stand money. Lord have mercy. Terrible situation. Let's keep on going forward, you guys. We got another situation over here which is called the health and wellness section. That's right, you guys. We got the health and wellness section right now. I don't know if you guys know what time it is, but it's time to get into it. It's time to get into it because I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to prove to you that not only do we care about Americans and United States people all over the country, we care about people all over the world, even in Japan, China, India, wherever it is, because we watch and we pay attention to people everywhere. And I also want you guys to understand that just because it's not in your country or your state does not mean that it's not possible. One word I'm going to say, and if you can identify with it, there's a possibility that you felt this way before. And there's many people in places feeling this way. Just because you're in a different country does not mean it doesn't affect you. We're in the health and wellness section right now. There's no cheats. There's no BS. We're really here trying to doctor and get some of this stuff out, right? So let's talk about the truth. How many people ever actually felt lonely? Hey there, lonely boy. Yeah, lonely girl. How many people ever felt lonely? Sad, alone, miss your family, miss certain people, feel like you're getting older. Maybe you've grown away from some of your friends and family. Maybe you've moved away from some of your friends and family, and that's why you're lonely. You probably don't have the time to go out and socialize. You might focus on just paying your bills because it's so hard now to pay bills. A lot of people are going for being single nowadays. Why? Because they're not doing a lot of dating. A lot of people are not spending a lot of money, and they're really focused on just survival. So yes, a lot of times when you're single, sometimes on that Sunday, on that certain time of day, you get a little lonely. You come home from work, you're by yourself, loneliness. So we got a situation here. We're going to go on over to Japan. I'm going to be fair with this one. I'm going to show you guys what's going on in Japan. They have a huge amount of people, right? But we have a huge amount of people in the United States as well. So I do think that some of this information may pertain to United States citizens as well. We haven't done a study like this, but Japan has. If you see anything similarities, any likenesses in this story, you guys will understand why I wanted to show it to you. It's a part of life, it's a part of growing up, and it's a part of really dealing with things. Me, I get lonely because I miss people. I don't get to see my mom anymore. My friend just lost his life. Things like that. We can't control it. You're not a lion. You're not an animal. You're a human being. You have a heart. When we can face some of our issues, we can get better from them. If you're lonely, we need to start socializing. We need to start getting out. We need to start doing things. We talked about this before. Health and wellness is not just about the body, it's about the mind. You can get your body as strong as you want, but if you feel in a certain way, no matter what, your core is not going to give you exactly what you need back. Everything I'm telling you guys is not written down. This is stuff that I actually really feel, and it's purity coming straight from my heart, being honest with you. Because I feel lonely sometimes too. Straight up and down. Let's be honest about it. Because until you face problems, you will not be able to deal with them and get over them. So let's run into the problem and see what we can do about it. Get on over here to Japan. Loneliness, a crisis, is nearing 77,000 people that they found dead alone last year. They may not have the same, we may not have the same issues as China, but the numbers are ridiculous. 77,000 people were found in homes alone after the ages of 50, 60, 70 years old because their family members moved on, their children are no longer around. Many different situations. Let's get into this, you guys. This video right here, Japan's loneliness crisis. I think it doesn't just have to do with Japan. I think it's a lot being ignored in the United States as well, and something that needs to be looked into. Nearly 77,000 people have been found dead alone last year. Let's get into the situation here. I'm not trying to say 77,000, but we're not so much different from other human beings. We're human as well. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
In the middle of bustling trains, crowded crossings, and packed city streets, many people in Japan are quietly struggling with loneliness. The country has the oldest population in the world, with nearly 30% of people aged 65 or older. And as younger generations move away from work and families become smaller, more elderly Japanese are being left to live and die alone. Government figures show nearly 77,000 people were found dead alone in their homes last year. Some undiscovered for days, even months. It's known in Japanese as korokushi, or lonely death. Toyama Heights in Tokyo is one of Japan's oldest public housing estates, where several such cases have been reported. 88-year-old Setsuko Kurahara has been living alone here for more than 15 years. Her children are grown up and live far away. She spends most days with other elderly residents who live in the estate.
I have some incurable diseases and I'm constantly ill. I have to go to the hospital a lot. If I can't walk anymore, I'll go to a nursing home. But right now, I'll stay here with everyone.
One unlikely support network is a company that delivers yogurt every day. Some seem
So one support system that they do have is a company that delivers yogurt every day, and that gives them some sort of human interaction. This just goes to show you that human interaction is very important. We lost a lot of it during COVID. All of this does not apply to us, you're right, but some of it does.
years, the brief doorstep conversation may be the only human contact they have all day.
They really look forward to us coming and they wait patiently for us in the morning. If they seem unwell, we don't want them to collapse, so we report it to the company immediately in those situations.
But loneliness isn't just a problem among the elderly. Experts say social isolation is also increasing among younger generations, facing intense work pressure, shrinking social circles, and increasing emotional disconnection.
Less relationships in the United States, not talking to each other as much, keeping our heads down, less dating, whole bunch of different stuff going on with the dating pool. Not only that, but bills are so high that we don't really have time to really hang out with each other and do stuff. We got to get to work and take care of that. So when do you really have time to go date and doing stuff like that? This is where I think certain things actually do intertwine, which is why we have a less amount of births, because why? People are so focused on working and paying bills, they don't really have time to think about the family unit the way we used to. Less relationships. Similarities here.
It's become so widespread that Japan created a Minister of Loneliness position in 2021, tasked with combating isolation. Some people seek help through hotlines and mental health support applications. It's created an industry worth billions of dollars. One example of that is a range of online platforms where users can book a time with a conversation partner, someone to talk to either by video or phone, not for counseling, but simply for company.
So basically, they made another social network just for people to be able to interact. Got your little avatar there, a little bit of flowers or whatever. This is who I am. So they starting to get them into like social networking, which isn't exactly cool, but they're doing some sort of interaction.
Country where many people say they struggle to find regular social contact, it turns conversation itself into something that can be bought on demand. The loneliness crisis is already reshaping the way people live, work, and interact with each other.
Look at how everybody's moving. And of course, we know that all of these people don't know each other, but they're living like this as well. They're living the same way that they're moving, if you know what I'm talking about.
But without deeper social connections, isolation could become one of Japan's defining challenges in the years to come. Patrick Fox.
Just out of the way, got to keep going to work, And maybe you have a couple of people in your life, but like I said, the older you get, the less people are in your life. I told you guys before, what do you have to get ready for in this life? I always say it. It took me a while to realize it. The best thing for you to do in this life is to get used to what? Change. Changes of friends, new job, new apartments, new places, people losing their lives. So now you got less friends. And the longer you live, the more things are going to change. So now the trick is that I tried to teach myself, yo, Bugatti, let's see if we can go the ultimate and try to see if we can get used to change. Because that's the real hard part. Getting, oh, that's changing, this is changing, that's happening. Best way that you can try to do it is stay healthy in the mind as well as in the body. So what we're going to do over here today, we're going to try to work on more of those years to get us further in life. Because guess what? Right now, we're at a point in our lives where, you know, we can determine how long we live or how long we're going to live, depending on how you take care of yourself. This is a very important video because the health and wellness section is not over. We're going to get into another part of the health and wellness section. I want to explain something to you guys really quickly and tell you something. And I really appreciate you guys understanding why I'm telling you that message. Thank you for that message, and thank you for understanding that message. And how we got it? Too old and time is running out. But that doesn't mean that you can't get out there and interact with new people. Even if I'm going to say these certain words, force yourself. That's right. Go to the library, find other places. Like even if you do go to a bar, you just have a certain type of drink with no alcohol in it. Mingle with certain people. You got to really get out there, you guys. If you want to do yoga classes and stuff like that, start getting into interacting with people. You haven't played sports in a while. Go play basketball. Go stand at a basketball game and be like, yo, I got next. Do something different than you have not done before. Certain places you can actually go swimming, interact with different people. You got to get out there and be a part of life because social connection is a very important part of health and wellness. And I don't want you guys to be hermits sitting at home all the time. Go sit in the park side sometimes on the weekend. You know, just hang out there for a little while. Go down by the water. Get your ass out the house. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let's go. Because now we got to get on to secrets that nobody really ever told you about. I want to, anytime I can find out things about our lives that's going to cut our years or about things that's going to make us live longer, I'm going to bring it to you. So we're going to keep on going in the health and wellness section. And one of our favorites people here that all of the fellas love. They can't get enough of these videos because I guess that it's just really good situations that we have going on here. And we're back to the moves method. That's right, you guys. Why you always see me doing this? Why you always see me squatting now out of nowhere? Did you know that you can add 10 to 15 years to your life by doing what I'm doing right now? Instead of using that chair, instead of doing all of the stuff that we normally do, standing up. And we need to get used to standing up and squatting and moving and flexing. Did you know if you can't get off the floor without using your hands, that determines your lifespan? Nah, ain't no way I'm gonna let you guys not know this information without putting you on. So your boy Boogotti is about to put you on. There we go. We got the stretching secrets that nobody ever told you. This is coming in from Moves Method. One habit beats everything. You guys, when you get up out the chair, do you do this? Oh, you're struggling to get up and you feel a certain way as you're a mid-age person? That's not you getting old. That's you not telling your body what to do and you not using certain muscles. That's right. People who live longer have a routine. They can't expect to be healthy. And you can't expect to be healthy if you're not programmed for a routine of stretching. Now we got 5 minutes of different stretches that I want you guys to learn. We're not going to be doing these stretches, but I need you to understand in the future, you guys are going to have to do things like this, or you should. If to me, I look at it like this: if it's going to add time to my living here and being around, I think we should do it. So we're going to get into this right now. The stretching secret nobody ever told you, coming in from the Moves Method. Let's get it going, you guys. Let's go.
I've worked with thousands of people on their movement and mobility. And when I look at the ones who transform fastest versus the ones who stay stuck, it almost always comes down to one thing. Not a program, not a routine, not a stretch, but one habit. 5 minutes a day. Most people have never even tried it. By the end of this video, you will understand why this single habit does more for your mobility, your hips, your spine, and the next 40 years of your life than any stretching routine you've ever followed. And you'll know exactly how to start today. This isn't a tip, this is a way of living that your great-grandparents knew, that every human on earth knew until about 100 years ago when we traded it all for furniture.
We traded it all for furniture, the lumbar support, the ergonometry of the chairs, the way that we keep on getting up and down because we got that support. We don't need to be doing that. I know you guys are used to sitting at your desk, but what you should be doing is sitting on the floor. Yes, I always show you guys this video for more than one reason. Very attractive person, but hopefully we learn something from it. And that squat right there is very important, you guys. Being able to squat for a certain amount of time determines how long you live. I didn't know that. There's tests that's been done on this. If you can get up off the floor without using your hands, that can determine 14 more to 15 years more in your life. But you heard what I said, right? Getting up off the floor without using your hands. It sounds really easy, don't it? Huh. If you can do it and put it on video, woo, I should go there, shouldn't I? I'm gonna go there. If you can get up off the floor without using your hands, I will send you a decal. That's right. If you can get up off the floor without using your hands, I got enough here to do it. I will send each and every one of you that can do it a decal. I'm not lying. I'm telling you right now, if you can do it, I don't think you can. It's hard. Put it on video and put it in the Discord. You're getting a decal. All I want you to do is get up off the floor without using your hands. That part is important. Let's keep going.
Watch how a middle-aged man stands up from a chair, and you'll understand the next 40 years of his life. The hands push against the armrests, the hips fail to rise without help, the breath catches. He calls this aging. It's not aging, it's the body doing exactly what you've asked the body to do for the last 20 years.
If you only ask your body to move in certain positions for a certain amount of time, it's going to be used to that. So if you're getting up, cracking, not being able to stand up for a certain amount of time, the show is 2.5 hours. I stand up here for at least 2.5 hours every day. Now what I'm going to start doing is taking some time before I even start to crouch for 5 minutes because I want to start getting that support as well. We can't do things overnight, but we need to learn these things. It's about us living longer and being healthy. Let's go.
To sit, stay, don't move through range, don't load the hips, don't ask anything of the ankles, the spine, the floor, the ground. Basically,
I got you.
don't ask anything of your body, and the body conforms.
It's gonna be fun to me. It's gonna be beautiful for everybody in the Discord to see you guys putting up those photos. See what I'm going with this? I don't mind. I love it. I want to see you guys be able to do it. Send it to the Discord. I want to see that.
To the chair, to the car, to the desk, to a life that quietly removed every demand it was built to meet. This is the practice your body has been given. It has performed it perfectly. Here's what almost nobody in the fitness industry will tell you though. You are not losing mobility because you are getting older. You are getting older because you stopped using your mobility. The body doesn't decay on a timeline. It conforms to demand. Give it nothing to do and it will give you nothing back. Give it the floor and it will give you 40 more years. Don't mistake this for philosophy. This is about adaptation. Every culture on earth used to sit on the ground. The Japanese, the Indians, the Koreans, every nomadic culture, every climbing culture, every culture that ever produced warriors, monks, or athletes worth studying.
Is she lying? Is she telling you the truth? Let's go. Let's go. We the ones that got the furniture and the chairs and all of that to get comfortable to sit down, ergonomically supported. So you only got to sit in one position. So now your body's not used to sitting and moving in other ranges of motion.
They didn't have ergonomic chairs. They didn't have a lumbar support. They didn't have standing desks. They had floors.
I love the fact that you said that. AD Reigns, I'm spoiled. The floor is so hard. And Ad Reigns, I love you. You know what I'm gonna say because of that? Get out of here with that BS. But you know what? I feel the same way. Because the floor is too damn hard and we ain't used to it. See what she's trying to say? You see what she's trying to say? But I really want you guys to try to get up off the floor without using your hands. I want you to see how that is. I said without using your hands. Come on now, let's go.
They squatted to eat. They sat cross-legged to talk. They knelt to work. They got up and down from the ground hundreds and hundreds of times every day without thinking about it. And here's what's really interesting. Researchers in Brazil ran a study on a simple test. Sit down on the floor, stand back up without using your hands, knees, or any other support. They followed thousands of people for over 6 years. The people who couldn't do it cleanly were significantly more likely to die in that window.
Test done. I don't make stuff up. I'm not making anything up. This is why I would actually love the fact that you guys would get up. You think I'm going to laugh at you for not being able to get up? I'm going to laugh with you for being able to know that you're going to be able to be here for a while. That's why I'll be happy to send you a decal. Send me them videos, y'all, because I got to replay this right here because it's very important. I want you guys to understand why I'm doing this. Very important.
Down on the floor, stand back up without using your hands, knees, or any other support. They followed thousands of people for over 6 years. The people who couldn't do it cleanly were significantly more likely to die in that window. The test was that predictive. A floor, your body, no equipment, and it forecast mortality better than most clinical markers. So listen to that again. Now, here is where the mobility industry has been lying to you. They've been selling you stretches, foam rollers, lacrosse balls, 10-minute morning stretching routines, hip openers, hamstring protocols, and people do them religiously for years, for decades, and nothing really changes.
By the way, it is now 3 minutes and 18 seconds into the video. She has been doing her entire video on her crouching down. Do you think that you can do that? How long can you crouch like this? I want to see if you can do that too. Seriously. All of this stuff is important. I'm not calling you out in a bad way. It just shows me that we got a range to do. Even if you can't get up off the floor without using your hands, we're going to show you a way to start getting that way. I'm not going to just laugh at you because you can't. We need to learn how to. It's going to take a couple of months, but let's do it. Let's do the work. That's what I mean.
Because mobility isn't something that you do for 10 minutes at the end of your workout and then sit in a chair for the next 14 hours. The chair is going to win every time. The chair has more hours.
You work out for 15 minutes, but you sit down for 12 hours. What ranges and what motions are going to take over more? The chair's motions, because you do that so much. So you got to get up out that chair and we got to move. And doing what she does actually helps. They're going to think you crazy, but they're going to get it after a while.
Chair has gravity. The chair has your attention. You can't outstretch a lifestyle. You have to change the lifestyle. The floor is the lifestyle. Here's what I want you to do. Starting today, 5 minutes a day on the floor. That's the entry point. Not on a mat doing a routine, but just on the floor. Living, eating breakfast, watching something, reading a book, working on your laptop. And you are going to rotate through positions. Not just hold one, but rotate. Sit cross-legged, long sit, legs straight out in front of you, side sits, both legs folded to one side, kneeling, deep squatting, half kneeling, back to cross-legged on the other side.
One more time, we got to run that back because I like those ranges and I want them to understand what we're talking about here. And nobody laughing at nobody. We want to learn how to do this because we know what it's going to do. It's going to get us stronger. And again, you guys, this is core. Believe me, when you try this, even if you can do it, it's core.
Not just hold one, but rotate. Sit cross-legged, long sit, legs straight out in front of you, side sits, both legs folded to one side, kneeling, deep squatting, half kneeling, back to cross-legged on the other side. Anything except sitting still.
Thank you, Mike.
The position that you can't get into is the position you most need.
One more time. The position that you can't get into is the one that you most need. I'm talking about we got to be aggressive and just taking over. Oh, really? So now we're going to work on this one move for 2 weeks. It's our life. We got the time. That's what I'm talking about. We just got to start moving and doing it.
Position that you can't get into is the position you most need. The position that is uncomfortable is the one that your body has forgotten. So 5 minutes becomes 10, 10 becomes 30, 30 becomes the way that you live. You'll notice within 2 weeks, hips loosen, ankles wake up, the lower back stops complaining. You stand up from the ground without thinking about it. You're not training, you are returning. This is the gateway. Once you live on the floor, everything else opens up for you. The deep squat becomes accessible. Even the hanging stops feeling foreign. You've been crawling, kneeling, rolling, transitioning through patterns between positions. Your body remembers all of it because it never forgot. You just stop asking it to do it. You heard that? Your body never forgot. You just stopped asking it to do it. Perfect example, Smith Swanza. When you go to make that one move and you hear something go, or the perfect Bugatti. Don't try to call Miss Swans out, Bugatti. When you go to lift your, try to do all like a maybe a all fours on your toes like this, I hear the front of my feet sound like a box of snap, crackle, and pop. The knee ranges, oh, I'm getting old, so that's why my knees is cracking like that. Y'all ready? I'm getting old, that's why my knees are cracking like that. We full of shit. We full of shit. All of us, me too. We full of shit. We ain't been using them the right way. We ain't been using it enough. Move it. We gotta move it. I include myself too. I don't just mess with other people now. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. This is the part that nobody tells you. Mobility isn't a workout. It's not a session. It's not a program that you buy. It's a relationship with the ground. Cultures that kept that relationship aged differently. They moved differently. They lived in their bodies differently. They say the floor is a diagnostic, literally, not punishment, showing you exactly where your body has surrendered and exactly what's still willing to give you back. You don't need the gym. You do not need a coach. You don't need none of that. You just need to start moving. Until the day they died. Cultures that lost it are the ones now buying ergonomic chairs and wondering why their backs hurt at 40. And I'm not going to soften this for you. If you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and you can't sit on the floor for 5 minutes without pain, your body is telling you something. You heard what she said? If you can't sit on the floor for 4 minutes without pain, your body's telling you something. So now I know you get butt hurt or whatever like that. Put something down on the floor, sit on the pad or something like that. But we only cheating ourselves. So it all comes down to determination and what you're willing to do. And I can't do nothing about this once this video goes off. You guys are responsible for what you do. I'm trying to put you guys on to certain things as much as possible so that we can all gain together. That's what this health and wellness section is about. 40. And I'm not going to soften this for you. If you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and you can't sit on the floor for 5 minutes without pain, all right, Mike. Your body is telling you something. All right, and Mike. It's not that you need a better cushion. It's telling you what the next 20 years of your life are going to feel like if you don't reckon with it. The floor is not punishment, it is a diagnostic. It is showing you exactly where your body has surrendered and exactly what it's still willing to give you back. You do not need a gym, you do not need a coach, you don't need a program. You need the ground. Tonight, when you eat dinner, sit on the floor. Tomorrow morning, when you drink your coffee, sit on the floor. When you watch something on TV this week, sit on the floor. Not as a workout, as a way of being in your body. The Spartans rose from the ground 100 times a day until the day they died. The Spartans rose from the ground 100 times a day until the day they died. Do you see any chairs in Sparta days? You know what I'm saying? The monks did it too. The nomads did it. Every human worth studying did it. And you can do it too. The body is not failing you. It is adapting perfectly to what you give it. Okay, somebody called her out. So I got to look at these numbers now. This video is how long now? The video is 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Somebody says she's been squatting the whole time. She's insane. I'm serious, yo. Like, she's proven it. I know she can go longer because her body is used to it. All she's doing is looking out for us and not being greedy like these rich people try to say, oh, I'm gonna make you rich. Send me this amount of money in. Send me this amount of money in. She's actually showing you how to get rich in another way because you can't stay healthy. You can't stay alive if you're not healthy. And even if you're rich, you can't stay alive. So the real richness in being healthy. That's why I like watching her videos and why I actually follow her because I really pay attention to what she's saying. Every human worth studying did it, and you can do it too. The body is not failing you. It is adapting perfectly to what you give it. So give it the floor and adaptation will occur. Start today. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, share it with someone who needs it, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, I think a lot of people need to share this with somebody that needs it, because this was the stretch secret nobody ever told you. I like the way she get down. The stretch secret that nobody ever tell you. I even like the way that she do her thing. She's like, yeah, they gonna watch me because I'm attractive. But you know what's really good about that? She's healthy attractive. And you can't get mad at that. When she stand up, she gonna walk away with build up. You see how she look when she get up, man? You think she look good now? Lord have mercy. Woo! Beautiful. And that body is just what I'm talking about. In the way that she do the floor work, I love it. I see other people doing the floor work because she does a program, an actual real program where they have like people that were 75, 65 years old that's able to get up off the floor and move and stuff like that. That's the beauty of it. Not just a beautiful person, but a beautiful soul to be sharing this information with us as well. So this is the stretching secret nobody ever told you. The name of the channel, her channel, is the Move Method. It's only one word, Moves Method. Why don't you see anything there for us to press? Because we already subscribed to the Moves Method. Anytime I want the fellas to pay attention, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Moves Method. Because it's a way for me to cheat and teach you stuff while you guys are being entertained as well. So I really hope that you guys appreciate what you got out of health and wellness section today on Our Bottom Line. If you appreciate the content, if you have not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Also, let me know if we're on to something here. Let me know if you have any ideas about the health and wellness section. And if you appreciated it, let me know, because I need to know that we're doing the right thing. Let me know, you guys. Again, the stretching secret nobody ever told you. Moves Method. And of course, like I always tell you guys, if you go to our Discord, which is on Discord, Our Bottom Line on Discord, you'll be able to see all of our health and wellness videos. Moves Method, Eric Berg, all of them, Tai Chi workouts. All you got to do is join the Our Bottom Line Discord. And every day after I put these videos up, you don't have to say, why can I go watch that? You're already a part of the Discord. You go to the Discord, boop, and you can watch any video you want and be on point with all of us. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. Let's keep on going. Great segment, Boogotti. Thank you so much. Always great segment. Health and wellness section. Thank you so much. Y'all are so amazing with how you encourage each other here. Love that about our family. That's why we rock together, Winter. We with each other over here. And don't forget that health and wellness section on Discord is serious. Also, being a part of the Discord is serious. I seen people sending out messages this morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. And with this stupid siren in the back, I'm going to have to get a little louder because I don't know what they think is going on here. Let's keep on going, you guys. I got more to give you. We got to double tap that screen and get those likes up if you have not already. But if you have, it's okay. Because we're trying to get up to 73,000 subscribers. And give me all the money in your pocket. Give it up right now. Nah, but go ahead. What I really want you to do, see that phone where we're looking right now? Double tap that screen, get those likes up. And again, we appreciate the super chats, but we appreciate cash apps. This way we can cut them out because they be in the pocket like real hard. You know, the big boys, YT, they be in your pockets a lot. So yeah, and we got 25 more days of the BS. So Liberty, everybody who's concerned, 25 more days before we say, give me that beat, fool. It's a full-time jack move. That's right, less than a month, 25 days. We can do that on our pinkies. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got somebody that was saved out here, not by the bell, saved by a garbage truck crew, saved a puppy. And I know when God is working, you cannot ask why, and you cannot determine the reason why. When God works, they say he works in mysterious ways, but also he does things that don't normally happen. This one guy said that he put that thing on the side of the garbage truck, the bin on the side of the garbage truck. Normally, it never falls off. This one time out of 100,000 times that he's done this, that garbage pail fell off. It made him look inside. And what did he find? Let's see what he found, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on going. Oh, come on, buddy. It was love at first sight. Yeah, first time I pulled him out of the garbage can, he did this. Let me pick him up. A miraculous relationship. And my work truck still stinks because of him. This is PJ and his new dad, Alex Halverson. And we can tell he's getting stronger too. When obviously when he came to us, he was pretty scrawny. Alex wasn't meant to find PJ.
But fate had other plans. This all started back in April when Alex, who's a City of Milwaukee sanitation supervisor, was going to check on one of his crews, which includes Nas Knowles.
Like the average day, kind of running smoothly.
Attaching bins to the truck, dumping the garbage, and compacting it. Nothing makes it past the compactor. But thankfully, for whatever reason, the bin fell off.
Usually it don't fall off at all. That's what's crazy about this. I feel like it's kind of destined.
Okay, you guys, I got to call myself out on this one. I had no idea that you guys were so close. I did promise you guys. I promised you guys yesterday that we were going to do the giveaway tomorrow as well. So that means this. Somebody just let me be known. See why I pay attention to the comments? Somebody just said that we 10 likes away from receiving 300. I told you guys yesterday. I told you. I said if you guys received 300 likes yesterday, that I would be giving away 6 keychains and 6 decals. I said since you weren't able to do it, I'm gonna let it roll over till tomorrow. So it seems like I might have my foot in my mouth because I'm the only one that paid attention. You guys didn't call me out on it. And thank you, Jordan, so much for the $10 super chat. What I'm trying to say is this. Is if you guys actually get 10 more likes, I'm gonna honor that 300 likes and I'm gonna send out 6 keychains and 6 decals. I can't be lying. I don't believe in lying. I said we're gonna let it roll over till tomorrow. Today is tomorrow. So if you guys, I didn't even know that you was doing it, but if you guys are successful by the end of this show to get 300 likes, 6 people are gonna receive 6 keychains. 6 people are going to receive 6 decals, and that's 12 pieces coming out from me. All you guys got to do is send me your address to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. So if y'all want 12 pieces, talk to 10 more people, and y'all got them. I just call myself out, and that's how I do it. I don't play the games. I'm 100 when it comes down to my words. So I said it yesterday. You guys are almost at 300. You get 300, send me them addresses, and I'm sending 12 pieces out. Let's keep on moving forward to see what happened with this situation. Let's go a little further back as he says what happened to that pail.
The bin fell off.
Usually it don't fall off at all. That's what's crazy about this. I feel like it was kind of destined.
So Nas looked inside.
So when it fell off, you kind of looking like this, you just see a dog.
A frail and malnourished dog, but one who was really friendly. So they called their supervisor, Alex, who was already on the way.
Since he was starving, I had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So I gave him 2 of my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. He ate those. He didn't even chew. He just inhaled.
Afterwards, Alex took the dog to Mac.
He did poop in the truck, which I thought was kind of funny.
For Alex, it was a good sign. Maddox took care of the dog, fostered him out, which is part of the protocol.
He's cute, right? It's like a little pit bull mix.
And Alex was given first dibs at adoption. It just so happens he was looking for a second dog.
And so a dog who can persist and can still trust people, and he hasn't been a single person he doesn't want pets from. Just made me feel like that was kind of the one.
Alex named him PJ after the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches he fed him.
Yeah, this is what he did when I first came on him. So he had jam coming out of his mouth because he had just eaten those sandwiches.
Now, you know what would have happened if that thing would have wound up putting them inside of that back of that garbage truck with that compactor? The dog is very lucky. Somebody was looking out for him upstairs to make that pail fall off of there. That's the main part of the story I want you guys to see. Beautiful story.
Man's best friend, tossed into a garbage can that just so happened to fall off the dump truck right as someone wanting a dog came driving to him. Fate brought Alex and PJ together. James Groh, TMJ4 News.
That was cute. That's cute right there. You know we love the animals over here. You know we love our animals. You know that, right? And okay, you guys, I'm going to give y'all a little extended on this one. We running a little bit. Actually, we running over. But you know what? I'm going to try to give you guys one more shot. Let's see if you guys can get it. One more video. That's it. I want to ask you guys, you ever think about going to yoga with puppies? I told you how we try to end the stories off. Let's go. Yoga with the puppies.
Is this weird? And just start shouting up. It makes me feel aggressive. Go find my mom.
It's got to be one of the cutest little videos I've ever seen. This one right here. This one is adorable. Got a little thief over here. Got a little thief. And this one here know how to scroll on the phone. He got a whole nose in his mouth. I know we got a lot of people that say they would not be able to do the yoga. They'd be so busy playing with the puppies. Now you can't tell me that that's not adorable right there.
And then when you're ready, only when you're ready, take them from
Somebody gotta go, gotta go. Right in front of the class. All right, you guys, that was puppy yoga right there. You know what? Like I said, a lot of people said, I don't know if I can be able to stay, but be able to do anything without those puppies. I don't know if I'll be able to work out. I'll be so busy playing with the puppies. Yes, it's just beautiful, Audrey. That was beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful? Capital changes things on 1648. That's how we like to leave it over here. And you know what? You guys, y'all got me. I see y'all was able to pull it off, but I helped you. I cheated a little bit to make sure that y'all was good. So you know what I'm going to tell you guys? I see that you guys made it to 303 likes. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give me a round of applause for keeping it 100 with you and remembering that, because I don't like to jip my people. That's right, you guys. That means, like I said, I'm a man of my word. I'm going to need for many people as possible to send me your mailing address or wherever you want it sent. I will be selecting randomly. I'm sorry, Jordan and Miss Swanza, you cannot get your fourth and third. I'm so sorry. We got to worry about the new people here. You guys, I love y'all to death, but y'all don't need them many keychains, even though I love you to death. We want to have our bottom line all over your house, even though I don't mind that. That just shows how much you love the show. Also, that's what I'm going to do right now because you guys do love the show. Y'all stuck in there. I'm going to stick in there with you too. So we got 2 offers going out. I didn't forget. Hold on a minute. We got to get these other ones over here because we got 2 different types. These are for the people that can get up off the floor without using their hands. I didn't forget about that one. So any one of you who are going to send me that video, send it to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Everyone else, 6 keychains and 6 decals will be coming out to you. Email bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridge like the Brooklyn Bridge. This LLC@gmail.com. I will randomly select 12 people. Even though we have a lot of people here, that doesn't mean that everybody sends an address. So when I only get like 8 people or 7 people, 3 people or 4 people wind up getting this. I compensate and I send out both of them for the last people. So if I'm only getting 8 addresses, that means 4 more people are going to receive these than they usually do. You're going to get both. That's how it happens because I still keep my word. So yes, email address is bridgethisllc@gmail.com for you guys to get your merch. That's right. You made 300. I'm so proud of you and thank you for doing what you do. You want to get some more likes going on? Go ahead and go for it. Also, subscribe to the channel. Right now, we're trying to get up to 73,000 subscribers. And you know what we got coming up as well? That's right, you guys. We got that Show Your Talent search. But first, I want to talk to you about the promo. If you're a member of the Our Bottom Line family, if you already subscribed and you got a party coming up, an event, or maybe you got a job you're looking for, maybe you got a lawn service or you're a lawyer or something like that, and you're trying to get in front of many more people, we've got 72,000 plus subscribers that you can get in front of. And if you're a member already and subscribed, send your promos over to us at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. We'll put it up in the post notification area. It just has to be in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. Also, coming up, Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And if you win, boom, $250. Sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. And like Miss Swanza always says, if you want to get lit, Drink Big Drip. We're doing this talent show in many different boroughs. Hopefully, you guys will be able to come out and be a part of it. It's not about singing and just dancing, it's about talent. So if you can cook, if you can paint, if you can do a wheelie, if you can do an endo, backflip on one foot, I don't know what you can do, but that is talent and we want to see it. And if you do good, boom, you'll be able to make 250 bucks. After we win all 5 boroughs plus one person from online, we're going to let you guys compete against each other. That's what that's about. That means that one person is going to walk away with $1,000 as the champion of the talent show. Sponsored by Big Drip. Ain't getting it from me. They're going to pay you. Also, my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's who always shows up and puts it on for us. So it's going to be me, DJ Don Dada, as well as one special guest that we're still confirming. Hopefully, you guys will be able to come through to show your talent search. And if you want to get lit, drink Big Drip. You want to be a part of the show your talent search? All you got to do is look at one of the cans and scan that QR code right there. Or you can go directly to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. 14% alcohol by volume, by the way. So you're going to have to prove that you're 21 and older. Make sure that you get that done. And then once you get through that page, boom, you're going to drop your email address. We're going to keep you updated on where we're going to be with the Show Your Talent search. That's right, you guys, Show Your Talent search. Also, you guys got 12 pieces of merch coming out. All you guys got to do is send me your or your address that you want it to go to, and we're going to randomly select 12 people. We're good for our word, promise you. Many people know that we always send them out. We make sure that we send these out. And I actually handwrite on the envelope. That's how much we care about you guys. Double tap that screen for the last chance. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Because now we got to get those prayers in the air. You know, we can't leave up out of here on a Monday morning without getting those prayers in the air, making sure we're covered. Everybody that left, making sure they're good too, making sure we're praying for happiness, praying for respect, praying for peace, praying for love, and we're praying for good health and healing. Want to pray for Mark that left earlier. Want to pray for Teddy as well. Can't forget about all the people that are at work right now. Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about my brother, Liberty and Justice, as well. I'm sorry, Casey Ramos, as well as Liberty and Justice. I got to make sure that we shout my people out, make sure that we get those people out. Brian King Falcone, we're praying for you. Also, Zion's Choice. How you doing, Zion? Adams, Angels Among Us, we're praying for you as well. Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno, chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. You know, we're praying for you as well, Brian King. Okay, who else that? Who else is that? The Black Queen, Wise, Miss Keisha, Winter Rising, Miss Wanza. Can't forget about Guy and Elsa. How you doing, Guy and Elsa? Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Colessive, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Zion's Choice. Can't forget about Sweet RV Adventures, Brian King Falcone, Jeffrey Spilker, my brother. How you doing? I like to see you doing your thing out there. There you go, Miss Swanza. Got to show you much love to Colessive. Can't forget about Sweet RV Adventures. Oh, okay, we got to get up in here with Zion's Choice. Love that name. Love that name. Wise Eyes, another one. I love that one too. Who else we got up in the building right now? We got Mary Tanner we got to pray for. Can't forget about Tony Wright. That's right, Tony Wright, my brother. Who else we got up in here? Kendra Walker. I always love it when Kendra pop up. Kendra's one of the vets of the show. She's been around for a while. Zion's Choice, Miss Swanza, Ad Rains, Jeffrey Spilker, Winter Rising, Angels Among Us, Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman, who else? Luigi. Can't forget about my brother Teddy. Can't forget about 55 Lisa Roy, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy in the building. No, we ain't gonna forget about you. And we can't forget about Brad as well. And we ain't gonna forget about me, Boogotti NYC. We got everybody in there. Amen. Want to hope that you guys have a fantastic day out there. Remember, want to get lit? Drink Big Drip. Also, for everybody who wants to get merch, all you got to do is email me, bridgethisllc, gmail.com. 12 people, that's 10 and 2, will be receiving merch. I'm going to be mailing it out today. I'll mail you guys your stuff out as soon as I get those lists that comes in. I like to take care of it as soon as I get those addresses, walk right over to the post office and get you guys your merch. But guess what? We're going to be right back here for tomorrow, for Tuesday, for trending topics, current events, and much, much more. We're going to do it all again. Hopefully, you guys will chime in at 6 o'clock for our bottom line. And you know what I always say, right? You know what I always say. Y'all could have went anywhere, But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em. Peace. See you guys in the morning and join the Our Bottom Line Discord, where the chats